What is going on, everybody? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Shooting the Beep podcast. Don't worry, we are an explicit podcast. We just can't curse within like the first 2 minutes or something for legal reasons. So, for monetization, it's just.
Fucking YouTube sucks.
Oh, well, there goes that.
Oh, there goes that.
All right, well, let him fly. All right.
Honestly.
What is going on, guys? This is the podcast. We talk about all great things: guns, cars, sex, food,
Always food.
all the good shit.
Gaming,
So
Call of Duty sucks.
yes. So we're gonna start off by introducing ourselves. This is season 2, episode 1, fresh start, and we'll get into that here in a bit. But first off, we're gonna go ahead and introduce ourselves. My name is Nick. Yeah, that's about as far as I got. My name's Nick. I love hanging out with my friends and just living my life. I work a lot, so yeah, off to Chris.
What's up, everybody? If you've been listening for a while, you obviously know who I am. I'm Chris. Like guns, cars, anything fast or dangerous. Go ahead.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Eddie Acevedo. Been here on the podcast before. Don't say a lot, say a lot. Stupid, smart, the drill. But here we are back with season 2, episode 1. We got a new face with us tonight, boys and ladies.
Yes.
Well, Nick, welcome to the shit show.
Dude, I appreciate it. I'm glad I was invited to be on here. Not gonna lie about it.
Dude, it's exciting stuff. I mean, you know how your gaming stream gets like one view?
Hey,
That's exactly how this is gonna be.
it's great though. These mics are so much better though.
Yeah, you definitely need to upgrade yours to a mic.
100%. I love this.
Yeah. I think honestly, once I build my PC, I might join you in that realm.
Hey,
I thought about it, but I'm too
You
trash.
honestly, no, dude, doesn't matter. We could be these shit amigos.
Well,
And
dude, honestly, I mean, like,
I'm so about it.
you can go to like the content creation route. You know what I mean? Where you're not necessarily really good. You make good content. Like you talk about different things prior to leading up to gaming. So, uh, I think that's the route I kind of want to go. But anyways, yes, first time on the podcast here. We have a few good things we're gonna be talking about today. But first we're gonna start with, because I know you guys did this last season, what your daily carry is.
We're gonna keep that going. I like that. I like it.
I think we should. I mean, that's an OG thing of the channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, honestly, we try to keep our topics based off of shit we know,
Yeah.
and don't talk about shit we don't know.
Well, I know something that we all know very well here tonight.
Which is alcohol. Cars. Yes, 100%. We can make this whole podcast just about cars.
Well, I think this episode's gonna be steered around that, unless you guys.
No, I'm 100% about it.
Yeah. But I do want to start with the daily carry.
Well, sure.
Obviously, you two go first.
I mean, I guess I go first. Well, since season 1, your boy picked up one of his dream guns on his bucket list. Picked up a Staccato 2011. The model is a P, optic ready, and I have her tricked out with a Surefire X300 and a Trigicon SRO.
Dyslexic.
Yeah, I get bitched at because I say the names wrong. I just can't read. I promise I'm smart.
I promise I'm sorry. I just can't read.
Yeah. Rocking a tier 1 concealment holster. Honestly, this is a badass fucking gun. Smooth as butter. I mean, I've been carrying it since I got a holster for it.
How's it operate?
Dude, butter.
Run some rounds through it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think I have like 200 rounds through it now.
I think when I get my conceal, I'm gonna get a different gun other than the FN to carry.
Yeah, we can help you with that. Don't
I
worry.
think I'm gonna go with like a SIG.
I mean,
Yeah.
I also am carrying currently today. I'm carrying my Spyderco Paramilitary 2 knife and a Bobo ass Olight I5T. Yeah. I need to.
What happened to the pineapple mini?
I feel like that light's a piece of shit. I just don't know how to operate it. It won't stay on. I can hit the button, it won't stay on. It
I
turns
think,
off by
I
itself.
think that's a battery issue.
I tried. I even tried putting a fresh AAA in it. It does the same thing. So I think this light might be defective.
I don't know. I had that issue on the high setting of mine.
Yeah, it's just in every setting. I turn it on and it'll be on for 5 seconds and shut off.
Shoot a message.
You bought it for me.
Oh yeah.
You shoot him a message.
Alright, so I'm carrying my typical my SIG P365. It was the X before they came out with the X. Just gonna go ahead and throw that out there. No. But anyway, it's pretty much a 365X. TLR7 sub on there in a tier 1 concealment holster. And then on my person, for my knife, I'm carrying my bug out. Not bug out, my Benchmade bailout. And then.
You got the bailout today, huh?
Yeah, I've been.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while.
I carry it every day for work.
Oh,
Just because it's a Tonto blade.
It's
Well,
now a work knife.
it's always been a work knife. So I prefer the Tonto blade for work. And I think it's 3B steel, so it's easy to sharpen. And actually, the edge holds up pretty well, considering the fact that 90% of what I'm doing is cutting tape.
Fastest way to dull a knife. Cut tape.
Cut tape and boxes. But and then for a light, I'm carrying the new Cloud Defense MHC or MCH. I can't remember the exact.
Oh, the MCH, yes.
Dude, y'all are so official, man. Y'all carry fucking lights,
MCH.
knives, and guns.
It's the MCH EDC dual, so it has like 140 lumen and then 1400 lumen. This thing, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's bigger than I thought it was gonna be, but it actually hides in my pocket very well. So I've been carrying this since I got it, after almost a month of waiting for it, but whatever. So
Well, me, myself, and
yourself and you.
I had to get a special tax stamp for banging pow that I'm carrying on my arms. Okay.
Shut your hell.
No, I don't have my concealed carry, so I'm working on it. Yeah, we are live.
Yeah, there's a person that we know who's carried his gun without it concealed.
No, I was gonna say.
Oh, no.
I was gonna say the KILL yourself.
Let me spell it out.
YouTube says
Yeah.
Like forever sleep yourself.
Yeah.
That's appropriate.
Yeah,
Forever
yeah.
sleep yourself.
That's good. What are we drinking tonight, gentlemen? I know I have a Yang Lang in my hand.
You got the dangling.
Yeah. Yeah. It's unfortunate it's in a can though. I like it more in the bottle. It tastes way better.
I'm sorry.
No. It's okay. I appreciate the beer. I know. I do too. And I was gonna bring them. I was like, Eddie Nelson will be good.
Yeah, those are mine from my cooler.
It's all good.
From
Hey,
the wedding.
No. This came from his fridge.
No. That's been in my fridge.
Oh,
That's not from the cooler.
Huh.
The cooler's all the beer from your wedding.
Yeah, we have a cooler full of beer just sitting next to us.
There's also a bottle of
guys.
Tennessee for me.
Yeah. This way you guys are just aware of everything we're talking about.
Yeah.
But okay, Chris, what are you drinking? Drinking that swamp water?
Hell yeah, I'm drinking swamp water. That good old Bud Light. Hey, listen, it ain't Bush Light, but I'll take it. The only reason why I drink this light as beer is just because it tastes like water, and I'm more of a whiskey guy. And today is definitely not a whiskey night.
Eddie's the only one drinking with something with like some real alcohol content in it.
Yeah, there's half of this Hennessy and the other half is Coke. I don't have to work this weekend like I thought, so I'm getting fucking lit tonight.
Yeah, see, tomorrow I got yard work to do, so I'm trying to stay hydrated.
Sucker!
Tomorrow morning, I go pick up a car.
Yeah, pick up a car?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A toy?
No. Maddie's car.
Oh, that's.
It just got done getting
Yeah.
ceramic coated.
I saw she posted the pictures.
Dude, you haven't even seen it fully unveiled. Only Chris has.
No.
Yeah.
I forgot because you guys are neighbors.
It's
and
Lolo.
Fuck each other.
Whoa. Take it easy. All right, boys. So let's
Ooh,
I want to talk. Let's get into cars a little bit here.
I'm down.
Okay.
All right.
You guys down? All right. I think chat's down. No, chat.
Oh,
Chad.
I thought you said Chad.
Chad.
Listen, Chad stays over at the overpass on 295-17 by the gym.
Chad's our imaginary friend.
Last time I saw him, my bench went up 40 pounds.
Oh my god. All right, so let's talk about daily drivers because we all have some pretty well-rounded daily drivers, I think, and we're all into some pretty neat stuff. But let's talk about daily drivers and then.
Hit it. You go first.
All right, okay. Well, I currently drive a 2015 F-150 with the Coyote 5.0, which this is my second Coyote 5.0 of my fleet. Yeah, RIP. I used to have a beautiful Mustang. Besides the point. Yeah, so I drive a lifted F-150, but I've customized it a little bit. I've done a custom it. Well, no, I wouldn't say custom. But it is a custom interior. And it's lifted. Just on some nice wheels. It's very simple, very clean.
It's subtle. It's beautiful. It's nice.
I
I
like
like
it.
it.
I like
Yeah,
it. It's a good road trip truck.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, you
yeah,
can drive that.
Yeah, let me ask you about that. So how was the road trip to the Virginia and that thing?
Oh man, honestly, I think I actually want to replace the shocks just because it rides like a lifted truck, and I want a grandpa truck so bad, but I don't want the look of a grandpa truck because I drove a brand new Chevrolet F-150 or fucking 1500, yeah. Chevrolet
That one
F-150.
F-150 with a goddamn LS in it. Goddamn.
He's a car guy. He's a car guy.
I'm a
People,
car guy.
I promise.
Uh,
He's just
So, I drove one of those when I was in Virginia, and I tell you that thing floated. I mean, I drove on some shitty highways, and that thing floated. It felt so good. So it had me, kind of had me jonesing. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Maybe I'm just gonna replace shocks. But nevertheless, yes, that is what I drive.
that's your daily.
That's my daily,
Any
man.
plans on a project?
Um,
Do you see one in your near future? I know somebody's selling one, and somebody else might be selling theirs.
so here's a twist in life. I think I'm gonna get a motorcycle. And here's why.
I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to that.
I just want to get something where I can have a little bit of adrenaline. Cause I don't. So I had my Mustang, right? And I had it was almost 500 wheel. It's pretty close. It was like 480. And yeah. No, 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 no. That was dynoed. That was dynoed. What? No, 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 no. I want to hear this. Okay. All right. Anyways, so but that thing I didn't really rip on it that much. I ripped on it a few times, but it was just a good car to like cruise in. You know what I mean? And just listen to it.
It sounded good.
Yeah, I loved it. But so I think I just kind of want another something I can cruise in. But I think Chris and I are talking about getting mini bikes. Yeah.
For old time's sakes.
Yeah, brother. I think we're gonna do it
Where the fuck is the invite?
right here, right now. We're doing it
Wow.
live in front of thousands of people. No, but really though, we're gonna get mini bikes. I think I'm gonna get a Honda Grom or a Benelli, one of the two. But they'd be really fun just to like ride around.
I upgraded and have a Forerunner from the piece of shit F-150 that I was driving. Circumstances. But we'll just leave it at that.
Dude, I love your Forerunner.
Yeah, dude, that thing is tits.
I think they just look so sweet.
Yeah, we're a buddy of ours and I are talking about lifting it. Probably gonna do like a 2-inch lift in the front, maybe like an inch and a half in the back. Something so where we might lift it a little more in the rear just so that way it has a little more rake just in case I actually have to tow something, but not that big of a deal. So, but I'm driving that, and then well, in the time that we haven't done the podcast, got myself a little '04 CTSV LS6 car, and did cam and hold on, having a brain fart. Did a cam and then all the supporting mods to go with it: valve spring, lifters, push rods, etc. So got that dyno tuned by Anonymous Calibrations, and car made 432 to the tire and 418 torque. Put it on R triple eights and the thing doesn't spin.
Dude, it rips.
Yeah, it puts down power. It feels good.
I
Like
love it.
it's honestly, I think with a little bit of like maybe some coils to let it sit down a little bit, like lower,
Hmm.
it would look perfect. Honestly, he's got a good setup going on.
I just love it when we pull up to a stoplight and you're in a Cadillac and that bitch is sitting there just
Rapping.
blah 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 blah. It's the greatest thing ever because you know like old people look over and they're like, "That's a Cadillac."
Bro, my favorite.
That's a Cadillac.
My favorite is the one where like Karina and I, as soon as we did the cam, Karina and I are going over to my parents' house, and we're sitting at the stoplight right there, about to turn left on 200, and we're just sitting there idling, and this guy pulls up. He's like, "Man, what do you got in that thing?" I was like, "Just a little LS6 and a special little 5.7 with a cam." He's like, "Man, that thing sounds good." And then of course, like light turns green and the clutch pedal just dies. Friggin' the arm, the clutch master cylinder
Oh
popped off. I was like, "Fuck!" After getting a compliment. Oh,
Right.
so I got in there, fixed that, and then put the E clip that was missing on there back in. But yeah, that car is my favorite. My favorite thing to drive, hands down, that I've ever owned. Because like, I mean, my SRT4 was fun, but the Evo was fun, and the Evo made 525 to the tire. Like that car ripped, but that V, like coming to a stop is just like bleh, 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 the whole time, just potato, 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 just perfect.
Oh my god. All right, Eddie, what you daily driving on?
Well, since the I don't even remember what I drove the last time. I think I still have the Exploder.
Did you? I don't know. I think so. Honestly.
Yeah, I had the Exploder, and then I picked up a '04 Lexus IS300 with the NA2JZ and a 5-speed manual.
Dude, super reliable motor though.
Yeah, she has 300,000 miles.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's fucking amazing.
I definitely
And
want to spit on my beer.
and she runs pretty good.
Dude, I've
I mean,
gotten
she showed
10,000 miles
she
out of a
shows
brand new car.
she shows her age because she almost lost to a fucking Camry. But I mean, she just needs some love, a
Dude.
lot of love currently because she's just been sitting in the driveway for the last almost month now.
Needs a clutch.
Yeah, rest in peace.
All that,
At
all
least-
that, all that
No,
power.
but at least it's the clutch and not the weak ass transmission that is in the car.
That is very true.
I'll take.
Hold on. Dead serious question. Since both me and you both had 2002 Sentras, 2012 Lancers, you had a 2014 STI, I had a 2014 Evo, and now we're back to 2004 cars. I don't know what's weaker, your trans or my diff.
They're about the same. They're both trash.
I don't know, bro.
Well, let's test them out. Come on.
That car is one good launch away from saying bye.
If I turbo the car with the stock trans, I can't make more than 400 horsepower.
No, that thing won't be gone.
Definitely.
I won't be able to make
56 that's in mine.
No, we should try it out.
Hey, you want a T56 for your car?
I'm about it.
I'm trying to go TH400.
That's fine. I'll take that T56. I know, so I can get the adapter plate and put it in. I'm 100% about it. If you don't sell the fucking car.
Hell
I
yeah.
had some asshole the other day hit me up, 10 grand? Question mark. Nope.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Chris is selling his CTSV. So if you are in the North Florida area, come on.
Eat my ass.
We're buying mini bikes.
Yeah, for real.
Oh yeah.
Buy this car so I can buy a
So you're getting what? A Grom?
Yes.
either a Grom or Benelli.
Yeah, one of the two. I'm looking at the Benelli because it's 135, but I mean, like,
The
what's
Grom,
10?
the Grom, the new Groms are one.
Yeah, but a
30.
Honda Grom is
But
more
they're
expensive
like
though.
they're like $1,000 more.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can go find a brand new. I found one brand new at a dealer for $2,100.
Yeah.
For a Benelli?
For a Benelli.
And we're not even gonna register them because we're not paying
Yeah.
anything with them.
Yeah, we're just gonna fuck around on them.
Yeah, the Honda Grom's 125.
Yeah, and the Benelli's 135.
Yeah. And I'm thinking about doing a Ruckus because
But then,
I've always wanted to do
The
a Ruckus.
only
But
beneficial
but
thing
you're
about the
doing-
Honda Grom.
If you're doing the Ruckus, are you keeping that booty ass 45 horsepower?
45 cc.
Yeah.
I don't know. That I haven't decided.
Yeah,
yet.
So
well,
it's
I
the
mean, you
Fiat-
could always go to like Harbor Freight and buy a motor.
Not for
Yeah,
that.
I mean, you get one out of a tractor.
Because the way that they're set up, they're not the same.
But
Like,
couldn't you
can-
just change the linkage?
Well, you can buy a whole 125 or 150 kit. I can't remember. It's been a while since I looked
Damn,
into
she
it.
goes up to 3,500 or 8,500 RPM.
Benelli?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Dude, they scoot. They can go 55 miles an hour.
Bro, we were watching
with
videos of turbo
somebody
drones.
that maybe weighs 100 pounds.
No. Like a full size male. Full size. I consider myself full size.
So I must be plus size then.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not disagreeing. You said it. You said
He
it.
said.
I mean, I'm on the cusp. I'm on the cusp. You know what I mean? Yeah, no.
But see, that's the thing.
Yo, we should all get them. If they make 4 different colorways, and we all get a different color.
Well,
Yeah.
the reason why we're talking about doing that is because we're thinking about making the Lumber Creek 500.
I'm about it.
Brother.
I'm
Brother,
about it.
just laps around the neighborhood.
Did they make turbo kits for this yet?
Yes.
Bro, we were watching.
Brother.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Really?
I want to know for the Grom.
I know for the Grom.
Hold on. So we were watching a video of a Grom doing a quarter-mile pull with a draggy, and as soon as he got out like 60 foot, this thing took off. I mean,
Gone.
it was like bam.
It was insane.
It was just ripping.
Dude, pops. It was insane.
Yeah, that way
It was
that
beautiful.
way it was just it was perfect. Oh, it made me miss the Evo.
Dude, how fun would that be on a fucking pit bike, brother?
Dude,
Right?
I'm looking at it right now, and it's not bad. I'm not a fan of green, but that
Dude,
That-
I want
that
the green.
looks
I'll take
better
the
though.
green.
That
You can get the
green one is-
white. Someone get the black or the red.
I'll get the white.
I want
take black.
I want green. So
But see, that's
I want
the
that
thing.
shit to pop.
But that's the thing.
I mean,
so,
it's not gonna stay. It's not gonna stay white and red.
so
I promise you. I'll change it.
No,
It'll go.
mine was
Honestly,
big.
I'll probably end up getting the black one, and be honest, and then I'm just gonna do black and purple.
Fire.
I'm gonna change like all the parts that I can take off that are metal and get them fired.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna. So we were talking about like the rear taillights or the blinkers. We just
Yeah.
don't like how they
Yeah,
stick
we're-
out. We're
I don't
gonna
like the mirrors.
no.
I don't like the
Yeah,
interior.
change the
Well, that's the thing.
mirrors.
So we're not registering these because
Yeah.
we don't plan on really driving them. Other than the only reason why we're gonna get them is just to go back and forth between our houses and then
To
to
go
the bar.
fuck around.
You know,
to the bar on 17.
Yeah.
So
which
think
we
about
can
it
get
like
there
this.
like
Hold on,
off
so
like
I
dirt
can
roads and
put
shit.
this in the back of the Kia or the Jeep and take it to your house.
So,
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
yeah,
Like, they're
so
super small.
This is
I love it.
what we were thinking.
It's totally
so
worth.
after we went to the bar on 17, that Cruise and Eddie's,
Mm-hmm.
they have a section for just bikers, and 90% of their clientele is just bikers.
So you
So
wanna
can
do
you
that?
just imagine somebody pulling up on a low ass like Honda Grom, or not a Grom, but well even a Grom or a Ruckus, and just and then just kind of pulling in and then just parking with the bikes like you got a lowered stretch Grom or a
Dude.
lowered stretch Ruckus, like
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome, and it's gonna be something to tinker with, because that's my thing. Cars are so fucking expensive, dude. Dude, so
Hold on,
expensive.
Listen.
Oh,
First of
no,
all,
no.
I own something with a 2J.
Brother, I understand that. I put 10
Outlast
grand
parts
into
are
it.
cheaper than the
I
2J
was
than
gonna say,
anything
I'm
2J.
gonna keep my mouth
Yeah,
shut
you
because
had the cheapest fucking car.
It cost me so for the Evo. If I
Yeah,
wanted to
that's true.
build the head,
You could go to Advance and get parts for your fucking Cadillac.
for real.
Yeah, we owned STIs, so like
We know that
we know
struggle.
it takes 8 grand to make 300 wheel horsepower.
And-
Like
and
straight
here-
up.
Here
You
we
need a stage 3 motor.
hold
just
on,
to do
no,
it.
it takes an $8,000 motor to make 380.
What? No, not with the new.
Well, that's
the
the new,
FA24.
That's the new FA. You guys had fucking.
Are you talking about
DJs.
STIs?
Yeah.
Brother, it takes like
No,
10, 12 grand to go 500
no,
horsepower.
not the last year since Subaru discontinued
EJ.
STI, the
Shit,
EJs.
Dude, they're
No, they're discontinuing
We need to
the
talk
STI.
about this. They're
They're-
discontinuing all gasoline motors
Yeah.
in the STI. They're
Well,
going
the
electric.
STI's gone for right
Yeah.
now.
I know.
The 2022
the WRX is coming
WRX
out,
that just came out
Oh
is
yeah.
electric.
Oh,
has no, it's not.
no,
they're coming out
no.
electric.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
23.
Yeah, the one that just came out, is FA.
Yeah, it's an FA24. It's the
Yeah,
motor
yeah.
that they tested on the Accent that they released a couple years ago.
Yes.
And full bolt-ons and a tune, they're making 300.
Yeah.
The last year of the STI, which was last year, the 21, they did the update on the EJs, and the EJs full bolt-ons tune E85, where they're making like 4 and change, and then big wheel turbo, or big wheel stockers or upgrade turbos, they're making 500 on a stock motor, which is super unheard of for a stock fucking motor.
Yeah.
Trash ass EJ.
But how reliable is that though?
I don't care because it's an EJ making 500 horsepower on a stock motor.
You should care.
Again, how reliable is that?
Because here's my Evo.
I had one
A
and it
Honda,
blew up,
a
so I
Honda
still
can
have
make
one.
500 horsepower on a stock block until it blows. No, I'm just saying, like, anything can make any horsepower until it blows up.
No shit. I mean, but look.
That's what I'm saying.
So the
Turbo
Evo,
Grom.
so the Evo was making 525 to the tire on E85 with 386 foot-pounds of torque. So we kept the torque sub 400 because we didn't want to bend any rods, and we wanted to keep it happy. The car revved out to 7850. So factor everything in: stock head, stock rod, stock pistons, everything. Valve cover to oil pan was stock. Just E85, full exhaust, full intercooler kit, and a FP red ball bearing turbo. Boy, that bitch lit up.
That sounds so good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know.
I kind of miss that.
I mean, I love STIs.
Yeah,
but,
I love that rumble, bro.
But
Like,
STIs though, like the only way to get good, like to make the most of your power is to go equal length headers.
I love.
And it sounds like an Evo 8.
No,
And then
personally,
it sounds very similar. to
personally,
an Evo.
I love the way the EJ sounds with an equal length header.
I do too.
I do too.
The unequal length.
But the unequal length is where.
So-
yeah,
so
but
if
if you
that's
wanna
the
keep,
nostalgia.
yeah,
of
if you want
Subaru.
to keep that,
There's a lot of give and take, so it depends what you want to do with the car. If you want to make, sub 400 horsepower and just have like a fun daily, I say keep it unequal length, have fun. But if you're trying to make all the power and you want to squeeze as much power out and be as efficient as possible, obviously you're gonna have to go equal length. But that's the thing. So like going back to the whole like price wise, Evos were cheap compared to STIs, but boy, were they fucking expensive compared to this V. Because if I wanted to build the head on the Evo like I did with the V, just the cam and valve springs would cost me over $1,000, and that's just cams and valve springs. So I have more more moving parts in the LS, and for Johnson lifters, like I didn't have to go with Johnson lifters. I chose to go with Johnson lifters because I wanted the reliability. The pack valve springs, the Brian Tully tuning kit, LS Accelerate, lift, push rods, the whole nine, with the tune to do the head, cam, oil pump, timing chain, the C5R timing chaining, cam gear, literally all new oil pump, everything. With the tune, this thing cost me $1,600. The Evo would have cost me that in parts alone, and that's not even including head gasket or valve cover gasket and like shit like that. So
that's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, so definitely, I have the cheapest car to work on. And
well, that's actually a really good segue into our next topic of what is y'all's most desired naturally aspirated motor. Don't worry, we're gonna get to turbo motors.
Not gonna lie.
Really?
Yes. Because think about it. So obviously, like me, I've always wanted to build like a NA B series and Boosted Boys. One of their buddies, Fong. He's an NA guru, and this man's super smart. And it's so funny to see everything that he does and how he does things. But it's so funny to see him being the NA car on meth. Not him on meth. The car is on methanol. Let's go ahead.
Just for clarity.
Just for clarity.
Methanol fuel.
For those,
Not
for those,
methamphetamine.
for those non-car people listening. But yeah, so I've always wanted to build like a B18 GSR or Type R NA with cams, etc. But like honestly, LS, just because they sound amazing. They're
LS VTEC?
What?
Stop.
Eddie, what about you? Most the NA motor that you desire most.
No, they're trash and make no power. An NA2K make no power. NA car would probably. I hate.
It could be a truck too. I mean, it's whatever NA motor you want.
NA motor, honestly, I'd probably do a little bit what Christopher's setup has in the V. I mean, an NA V8. There's nothing better than an NA V8, dude.
Let's clarify. He's talking about the cam that I have in the car specifically. So the Texas Speed cam that's in the car is called the Chop Monster, aka Bigfoot Stick. It literally sounds like.
It lives up to its name.
Yeah, it literally sounds like Bigfoot's dick.
Well, it's funny because both. So I never owned a 2J, but I would choose 2J.
Really?
Yeah.
An NA motor?
There's no. I don't know anybody.
Reliability. Dead ass.
Oh wait, are you talking about keeping it as a reliable daily driver
Yes.
NA car.
Yes.
Oh, then yeah, I'm keeping the 2J. I thought you meant like NA
No,
performance.
no. When I'm going. Well, turbo will go performance. Naturally aspirated.
I already know which I'm gonna be
Reliable.
picking. I already know what I'm picking.
Yeah, that's gonna be a difficult one for me because I have like 3.
No, you need to pick one. Your top one.
All right. Yeah. So
Alright.
honestly, I'd go 2J. I'd go 2JZ.
The NA2J, that's in my car.
NA 2JZ. Yeah.
Well,
I-
keep up with it every.
Dude, that's what I'm
even
saying.
180.
I mean, those
every
things
180,000
are
miles.
fucking impeccable.
Do water pump timing.
Yeah.
Cam.
Yeah. I love them.
I mean, not for nothing. I think mine sounds great, and it still has like
That's what I'm saying.
3 cats.
It sounds good.
I'm missing a resonator, and then I have that Gretty muffler.
Yeah. And when I think of like NA, you know what I mean? I'm not necessarily thinking about power, I guess. I mean, obviously you have the Coyote motor, the LS motor. I mean, I don't really know NA motors that make great power.
It's kind of tough.
I mean, like Dodge has its fucking
5.7.
yeah, yeah,
Which is it 6.4?
yeah.
I'm
But
not
I'm
a big
all
motor
2J.
guy, so.
I'm all 2J, dude. I like JDM though.
Alright, so let's talk about what's your preferred turbo car.
Preferred
Or
turbo.
preferred turbo motor.
Dead ass. I'd go twin turbo LS. Or oh wait, I mean, do we need to do like stock factory turbo or like you can turbo it?
How about both?
Okay, both. All right. Well, stock turbo motor would probably be the 2JZ. Yeah, 2JZ. Stock turbo motor 2JZ, 100%. But if I
Wait, stock motor 2JZ?
stock
So
it comes
the
from
GTE.
the factory
Yeah,
stock.
So the GTE motor.
GTE, yeah.
Okay.
So he's basically saying like.
And do I need to give you serial numbers too?
No. No, you're a fucking copycat.
Oh my god.
You're a fucking
How am I
copycat.
a copycat? I mean, I would say RB26, but we all know they're not. We all know they're not reliable.
That's a super motor.
Of the inline six.
Yeah.
Dude, it really is.
Shit, even the N55 from BMW, that's a straight six, makes more power than the RB.
Yeah, no. So I'd go turbo 2JZ. But if
Facts.
I was to build a motor and turbo it, it would be an LS all day, every day. Twin
Yeah,
turbo LS.
I would have to agree. If I'm keeping like stock motor turbo,
Yeah.
just upgrade it to like stock motor on like unopened and just doing big turbo and
No, it's pretty much like what he's basically saying is the stock, like a motor that comes stock with the turbo, essentially.
yeah, I would keep that motor. Just do a bigger turbo, injectors, fuel,
We're
all
not talking about
all
that.
supporting mods.
We're
And then
talking about what motor.
Yeah.
No.
I don't give a fuck what you're gonna put on it.
Yeah, that's irrelevant.
No one fucking cares.
So
fuck
you
myself
guys,
up.
you guys are gonna love, you guys are gonna love mine. Honestly, I'm gonna have to say the 4B11 out of the Evo 10. That's what I used to have, and that's my stock turbo because the thing I've seen it make up to 600 plus to the tire. As long as you keep that torque below 400,
Yeah.
you're golden.
See, I'm not really familiar on Evo motors,
Yeah.
so I can't really weigh in there.
Yeah. But as far
But
as
they
like
rip.
building a turbo car, yeah, definitely LS. Like if I don't sell the V, like if I don't sell it, it's getting a Creative Steel 88, and then after that we're gonna be fapping up probably like a 70 something mil turbo on the stock motor.
Dude, if you do not send a fucking external wastegate out the hood of that thing, I'm gonna be disappointed.
So I'm not doing all that. So the way that I'm gonna set it up is it's gonna be a forward-facing turbo, and then it's gonna literally come down, and it's gonna be exhaust and wastegate out the bumper, passenger side exit.
Bet I'm with it.
I thought about doing like facing the opposite way and doing it out the driver's side, so that way when I'm like merging onto 295 or on a 95 or something, but I was like, rip my eardrums. I already have tendonitis, so my ears already.
So
ring
just fuck
as
your
it
passenger,
is.
right? Just fuck your
Yeah, just fuck your passenger. Like it's already bad enough because that's on the right side, so like my right ear is actually worse. So it's great regardless, but yeah, so that's gonna be. I'm not sure on the size. Like I was probably gonna go like 6870, like a single 6870, just to kind of keep like a very responsive car. I don't need it all the way out to $8,000, But
Yeah.
then me and my buddy were talking about it. We're probably gonna go like somewhere in the 75 mil on a stock motor, and once that blows, I'll probably go up to Pro Mod 88.
Yeah, you just keep full sending it, dude.
Yeah,
what I'm
literally,
gonna do.
literally get a turbo. I will never max out.
Yeah.
If I end up building the Lexus, yeah, I'm going full balls to the wall, 3/4 stroker.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple. Yeah. There's a couple of dudes. There's a couple of dudes I follow on Instagram that have some dope ass IS300s.
Yeah.
One's got a wagon that makes
Dude, I
1,200 horsepower,
nut.
and then there's another guy that has a sedan.
So you know what's funny is
That makes 1,100,
so
and they're both in Texas. And I'm like,
Dude, everything's bigger in Texas.
big facts.
You don't need a 3/4 to make that.
I understand that, but if
you
I'm
make, you make that on a stock crank.
I understand that, but if you're talking about stupid money like you are,
Yeah, why not?
10 grand.
That is
Yeah.
true. He's got you totally
that
beat.
that's
You're,
Li-
you're,
literally,
you're
literally.
40 grand.
what-
Nobody
so-
said nothing about kicking in a nickel.
yeah, big facts.
So literally, it's gonna be Cody's stock manifolds from the V2. We're gonna flip them. So literally,
Fair.
the driver's side is gonna go on the passenger side, and vice versa, and then Joey's gonna be the one to fab it up.
Well, don't worry, guys, because our next topic, and we might get a little bit into this one. If you could put any motor in any car,
You guys are gonna hate me for this.
what build would you do?
All right, first of all, let's
I love
talk.
Bugatti.
Well, hold on.
First off, we have to set a time limit because
Hold
we
on.
can get really deep into this.
Hold
So
on.
so we each get like 5 minutes. to
First
talk
of all,
about this.
Didn't Cletus put an LS in
No,
that?
he bought an LS swap Murcielago.
Okay. So somebody LS swapped the Murcielago that he gave away
someone
at
2J to Huracan.
Yeah, I know, and he's my hero.
I know, dude. That's amazing.
I want,
Dude,
I just,
somebody like Honda LS swap a Corvette.
Dude,
no, I just
I'm
see
not-
somebody
I'm
just
not
did a
surprised.
somebody did a 2J on an R32.
Yeah.
What I wanted to do, an R32
Not gonna
Skyline.
dude.
Not gonna lie.
I want to give this guy a hand job
Yeah.
because
Go
Fuck.
ahead.
Give this guy a hand job.
Like-
Somebody get this guy a hand job.
like he deserves it.
Reach around at the middle.
He 100% is the most hated person in the GTR world.
No, because that's like the one dude that's putting. I think he's putting a 2J in a older Camaro. I saw him on Instagram. I can't.
I
remember.
saw that. It's in a Chevelle
It's
SS.
in a Chevelle SS. Yes, bro. This guy, I was just like, yeah, that's just as simple
Well, it's like-
as it is that RB26 and the
Mustang that TJ Huntress did.
I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about the one from Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. Yeah, no. So okay. All right, Chris.
Yeah.
You go first. If you could build
God bless.
5 minutes on the clock.
Honestly, we're gonna go back to like 2014, 2015 to the conversation that you and I had, where I've wanted to do this for the longest time now. A 4G63. Hold on. I didn't know where I'm going with this.
This swap is retarded, bro. Listen to
All right,
it.
let's hear it.
All right, a 4G63 with a PPE sequential, all-wheel drive setup and everything into a Geo Metro.
Geo Metro?
Yes,
Why a Geo Metro?
because they weigh like 1,800 pounds. All right,
Yeah.
so you add, give or take, 500 pounds for the drivetrain, but then you strip all the extra webbing on the inside, just
Oh my
reinforce it
God.
with the cage. You can make 500-600 wheel on a 4G. So you do like an FP black ball bearing setup with the sequential trans, and you have a 2,000-pound car that
Brother.
makes 600 plus with
Doing
a
the
se-
all-wheel drive?
with a, yes,
Yes.
with
Oh,
a sequential.
Dude, 100%.
100%.
Bro,
If you wanna-
that thing's gonna
If you want to
twist.
put power down, you need to go all-wheel drive.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I've
I
seen
mean-
some front-wheel drive cars. Sweet and boot.
Well, I mean, let's put it this way.
But spinning ain't winning, homie.
At the
Brother,
end
if
of
you
the
put a
day-
fat enough tire, you ain't gonna spin.
Homie,
Yeah, I could definitely vouch for that.
Yeah.
I'm just not a fan of
All right, so 4G63
In a Geo
in a
Metro.
Geo Metro.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear that.
That's you.
Mine's super simple.
So's mine.
Okay.
But so's mine, but somebody already did it.
So all right, so someone's already done mine as well, and everybody probably already knows this if you're into cars, but I Deadass, honestly, the car that they did in Tokyo Drift, the Mustang with the 2JZ.
But TJ.
Oh, it was RB. It was
Yeah,
RB, my
but
bad.
TJ Hunt just did it.
Yes.
TJ Hunt just did one.
So, I'm sorry, I thought it was a 2J. Yeah, they did.
No, it's an
Yeah.
RB because he took it out. He
Who
took
the
it out of
fuck am I, dude?
He took
What
it out of
fan
the.
am I?
Yeah, he took it out of the Mona Lisa, which was an S15.
Yes, the Mona.
Yeah.
Yes.
An RB26.
Oh, R.I.P. Yeah, no. So I'd put a 2J in it though.
Hold on. I'm gonna honorable mention RB30 and Miata. Just saying.
Dude.
Oh!
Stupid.
2JZ and a Miata? Say less.
No, RB30.
Dude, oh
No.
my god. Okay.
I don't want a
Let me-
Subaru
No,
in a Miata.
You want to hear a Subaru? Okay, let me just bring this to fruition because somebody put a twin turbo V12 motor in a Subaru hatchback STI. No, it just happened.
Oh.
It is amazing, dude. Could you imagine like 1,200 fucking horsepower?
Just the
The sound is gonna sound amazing.
bro. Think about it. I'm over here looking at maybe doing 200 to 300 horsepower per cylinder. This man's making 100 horsepower per cylinder, 1,200 horsepower.
Dude, that's fucking insane. That would be, I mean, like if you could capture an all-wheel drive system, I'm sure there is, but I mean, I don't know. But
You could always use that STI 6-speed.
fuck. Oh yeah, I
That
mean,
STI 6-speed is
yeah, the new one, not the.
No,
even
Even the old sixes. No, the ones from the Bug Eyes and the Blob Eyes and the Hawk Eyes, that's the same 6-speed. They're
Well,
all.
I was talking. I know, but I was talking about like the FA. So the FA has a 6-speed in it.
Yeah, I know.
Even the WRX.
Yeah, I know. Those 6-speeds aren't bad.
No, they're not. They're not the greatest though.
They're not bad.
They're
still
not
hold
the
the power.
greatest though.
They still hold power
They're
better than
more glass than the
than
actual.
your jaw.
I swear to God. I love you.
I love you. Try not to hit you.
So-
I love you.
Yeah, no. So mine is super simple, but honestly though, I would love a 64.5 Mustang
Oh,
with
yeah.
2JZ GTE turbo. Not even all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. Totally 100 rear-wheel drive. I want that bitch rear-wheel drive because
Yeah.
I just want. I want
As just a cruise.
I want to cruise it, and I want to have that. I want to like know that I have that power, but not necessarily use it.
I want to definitely 2J swap the world.
You want to what?
2J swap the world.
Dude, I mean, I think like 80% of America does
I know.
that are
because
into cars.
It's just it's
Hold on,
such
hold on. Let's rephrase that. About 80% of America, which 90% of that 80% are like 16 years old, 15 years old, and they're just like, 2J everything, bro. Did you see this Honda with a 2J? Like, bro, have you ever seen a 2J in real life? Like, shut the hell up.
No, 80% of the car community. The other 20% was the LS squadron.
No. Hold on. Realistically, it's 60% 2J, 20% LS, 10% K swap, and then the other remaining
I
percentage.
mean, the K series is not a bad motor.
I like the K.
And a or turbo. The K series is not bad.
I know, right? How are you gonna hook me up?
Yes, Daddy.
There's a plug right behind you.
Yeah, literally right.
Is there?
behind it. Yeah.
Oh my god, how convenient.
You're fucking retarded.
I don't know your fucking house.
I'm retarded too because it's at my house.
Yeah, your dumbass came over here to help me.
Yeah, I was gonna hook you up to the
Exactly. I don't want to hear.
the outlet that I have over here by the snakes. There we go.
Okay. All right, we're back.
30-second intermission.
Holy shit.
Yeah, give us a break. You know, we're not fucking pros, and
Right.
we're doing our best out here. Goddamn
We're
it.
working hard.
We don't even have comfortable
Dude, we're dead ass sitting in like sports game chairs right now.
I don't know
Well,
about
I mean,
you.
Eddie's
I
sitting
don't
in
know
like
about
a
you.
computer chair.
I got mine.
Chris and I look like some fucking dads at his son's first fucking baseball game. We got fucking
That's right, Jimmy.
beers and cans and shit.
I should have brought my
All right.
Dude.
So we got everything talked about. I mean, I just want to 2J swap the world, so I don't care what the shell
What would
is.
you put it in?
The Miata isn't a bad idea. I'd get an NB Miata, the second gen,
Yeah.
or a third gen NC
Mhm.
Miata, and throw a 2J in. Just because the car weighs like 2,200 pounds.
Yeah.
Make 350, 400 in the car, and you know, have fun.
Dude, I'm with it, man. Let it rip.
My fat ass still fits in a Miata, so it works.
I really want a Miata.
I've had two. They're great.
I did ask. I want a Miata, and I want to just put a fucking giant ass eBay turbo on it.
Dude,
I mean, it's gonna blow,
they're so much fun.
but who fucking cares?
They're so much fun.
Yeah.
I've driven an NA with the turbo.
Mhm.
So much fun.
See, I'm stupid because like Miatas are kind of cheap.
No, they're not.
They're not.
Not anymore, dude. You can't. You're
No,
not.
no, not the car, the parts.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
you can buy a full factory rebuild kit from on eBay for like $600.
See, that's what I'm saying. So, like, I would buy one and I'd make it stupid clean. This was always my thoughts, like with Hondas. I think if I fucked around with Hondas, I'd have a fucking clean
You
Honda.
mean like the EK that was just in our neighborhood that sold?
Yeah, dude.
Oh god,
It was clean. Yeah.
That was probably one of the cleanest EKs I've seen.
The guy also has a Lexus overlanding SUV.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's,
yeah,
he's
that
thinking
one?
of selling it.
It's a Mitsubishi.
It's a Mitsubishi.
Or a Mitsubishi, yeah.
Yo,
He's
that's
gonna
just-
sell it.
That's just clean.
He's gonna sell it.
Yeah.
I kind of want to buy
No,
it.
I want to know about the dude that lives right by you with that Miata that sits in his garage that he does nothing with.
That sits in the garage and it's got like a yellow trunk and a hard top.
Dude, he's got a full cage in it. It looks like a spec Miata build.
Yeah, no, I'm totally about it. I'd have a clean, like if I was to build a Honda or Miata, it'd be so clean because it's so cheap. Again, Subarus. If I put the amount of money I just put into the motor, into the entire like exterior of a Miata or a Honda, dude, that thing would be like showroom, gorgeous, like the best body kit, the best paint. It would be
I'm
impeccable.
just envisioning this dude from like with like a Fast and Furious spec, like Honda.
Dude, I'd be
Just-
jumping bridges.
dead ass.
Smack that ass.
Honestly, I would build an
You know, it was like
an
2000.
EG. I would build the EG that they used in the first one.
Oh yeah, the black ones.
Yeah.
Brother, those are sick.
I see. If I was to build a Honda, I would have to go EK hatch.
Oh
or
yeah.
EG hatch.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, if I did a
Hatchback.
Honda, I'd do a hatch.
Yeah. No, it's funny that nobody ever realized, because it took me forever to realize that in the first Fast and the Furious there is an R32, R33 Skyline in there, which was Leon's, the yellow one.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
No, it took me a couple
There's
years
also
after. I didn't know what a
15.
Skyline was at the time of watching the movie.
As soon as I knew what cars were,
And there's an S15 there, right?
Yeah, there is.
S15.
my
The red one.
My favorite was Vince's Maxima.
Oh, dude.
That when he left the
barbecue?
and it was just just spinning and then it just you hear the automatic transmission just
Yeah. Supercharged Maxima.
Dude.
With a that was a 3.5 Maxima V6 with a supercharger.
It's your fuel, man. You got a nasty hole.
So this guy.
That's why you're unloading in third. I
So-
told you it was third.
I wonder how they got that trans to hold the gear long enough to figure out what it was doing.
Fucking insane.
Them transmissions in them cars were trash.
Right. This guy in our neighborhood actually, 'cause Chris left.
The Skyline guy?
Oh,
That's something
No.
else.
So this guy has a Nissan Sentra, and he put up. Oh my God, Chris doesn't know about this.
Hold on, which guy?
Okay, so
Is it
this.
the guy down the road from you?
I don't know. I think so. So this guy put on our Facebook page for our neighborhood,
I'm fucking going out.
and he said, "Is anybody familiar with JDM cars? I have an issue." He said, "Is anybody familiar with JDM cars?" And I was like, "Well, what do you have?" I mean, like, I'm not. I'm not a mechanic for JDM cars, but I mean, I just want to know what he had.
Yeah.
And so he said, "Yeah, 2011 or 2009 Nissan Sentra."
Oh, yeah, 'cause that was a couple weeks ago.
Yes, I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
I said, "Is it right-hand drive? Like, is it actual JDM or is it USDM?" Well, I bought it from the dealership. I was like, "Brother, just take it to a regular Nissan. Like, it's just USDM."
But what about that guy down the road from you that has that Lancer that he's turning into an Evo? But like just fiberglass body panels and
Well, I don't know, man. I've seen a motor in his garage, so I don't know if he's motor swapping it. But at the same time, why would you go through all the trouble of doing all of that?
it's not worth it. You can
Yeah,
just
'cause
put
it's
a
still
turbo.
gonna-
You could just put a turbo on that It's probably a 2.4. So you could probably put a turbo on that, run 12 pounds of boost, and make 350 to the tire.
Because it's still gonna be VINed as a Lancer.
Yeah.
So even if he makes it an Evo,
I mean, those are Lancers.
I get that, but it's like the Subaru WRX, and then there's a Subaru WRX STI. It's the same thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mitsubishi Lancer Evo.
I mean, that's just an evolving. It's like
Well, yeah.
Charmander to Charizard.
Yeah, but the Lancer is like the smaller motor, and you know.
Depends because overseas they come in a 1.6 diesel,
I'm talking American, you
1.8,
son of a bitch.
and then here they come 2.0 or 2.4, which when we had 2.4s.
Well,
Trash.
well, I'm talking. Yeah. Either way, I don't know what he's doing with the motor, but he is doing a body kit on it, and he's actually doing it. He's doing it right. I will say that
Yeah,
he is doing
I'll
it
give
right.
that. But then all the kids that he has coming into the neighborhood are annoying as hell because you got
Oh,
that
dude.
one guy in the freaking manual C10 that thinks it's the fastest one wheel peel,
Dude.
and then he flies through the neighborhood. Then
Oh
you
my
got the
God.
other idiot in the G35 sedan that comes through there flying down crosscut. Like, bro, get out of here.
You're talking about weird ass cars and body kits. How about when we went to the last Cars and Coffee? That dude with the fucking Maxima
Oh.
that was parked right next to me.
Oh, he just had a weird rap.
Dude, it was crazy. I was the newer Maximas,
Mhm.
and
Oh,
it was
yeah.
lowered with wheels
actually
and
looked really
had
good.
a lift kit and splitters and everything. Dude,
My man put a
surprising.
lot of money into
Dude.
the Maxima.
Yeah. First of all,
That-
Respect, bro.
that Maxima was
Stage 2.
Shit.
No,
Stage
he-
shock clutch.
He
Nah,
did.
same-
He put a lot.
same.
Speaking of which, if you are in North Florida, Yulee Cars and Coffee is going on Sunday.
Sunday.
Is it
It's April
Sunday?
24th.
Yep.
I will probably go, but not with the Lexus.
We're gonna be rolling up with the Mustang.
Christopher,
I'll watch the video tomorrow.
cool.
And,
I'm gonna shop at your house and I'll ride with you.
Yeah.
Good
But-
thing I'm doing yard work.
There was also the guy there with the Porsche that was the Le Mans Porsche.
Yeah, not that last one.
No, he wasn't there the last one. He was at the first one though.
The first one you went to?
It was gorgeous. The only thing that sucked is I don't know if it was. I mean, I don't think it was original paint because it had like Bass Boat purple on it,
I mean, yeah.
but it was still cool. It was a Porsche,
Yeah.
and it didn't look like a Porsche. I mean, it looked like an exotic race car. Very cool. Yeah. I would love to drive an F1 car,
Yeah, that'd be lit.
honestly.
Have you guys seen that car that's driving around Jacksonville? The dude actually registered an F1 car.
No? What?
Hold on.
So, honestly, like, if a reaction, like, because, like, F1 drivers, they do, like, drills where they'll, like, their coach will hold, fucking tennis balls, and, like, it's like playing hot hands, but they have to, like, catch them, and, like, that's to test their, like, reaction to make sure that they're good to go race, because, like, dude, when you're going fucking 150, 120 miles an hour, however the fucking fast you're going, it's crazy, man. I mean,
This
things
man said
happen.
120. What is he in? An 08, an 04 Ultima?
Well, I mean, like, yeah, but I mean, like, but still, when they're like some of those shorts, some of those straights are
corners,
short.
yeah, you have to
Yeah.
slow down to 90, but you know,
But
still
that's what I'm saying.
90's fast as fucking.
And that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, things happen in a split second. So, like, do you think your reactions are good enough, like, that you could drive an F1 car? Like, seriously.
No,
Yes.
no.
I truly think I would.
So I'll tell you why. So when I had the Evo, and I used to work up in Fernandina, well, before that happened, I used to take the airport road home because I didn't want to drive on the interstate, and I wanted to like go through the twisties. That dude,
Of course, I
that
love the
dude
twisties.
ate a light. So have you been by the airport?
Yeah.
So you know how when you're going towards the airport and then you get off on the service road and you go under the overpass,
Yeah.
how they have that service road that comes through.
Yeah.
Some dude ate that light and
Oh, shit.
almost hit me. I was literally about to shift from second to third, and I saw it and I floored it, jerked the steering wheel to the left and then to the right, swerved just enough for him not to hit me, and just kept going.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like when I'm driving, I am so aware of everything that's going on.
So
Seriously.
Sober?
100%.
Okay, here we go.
Of course, I wouldn't drive an F1 car fucking slammer drunk.
So when we need to go to Autobahn.
Depends on how much money I got.
Sure, I'm not moving like Jordan Belfort. You know what I mean?
If I was Elon Musk, best believe I don't give a fuck how if I'm intoxicated or not. Homie, I can afford another one.
When I get in there, my adrenaline starts pumping, my heart starts like I start getting actual countdown. My adrenaline's pumping so hard, and I get so laser
Oh,
focused.
dude.
So I ended up for the company event that we had. I ended up setting the fastest lap time for the day. Got number 10 for the week fastest time, and then came in second place overall for the work event that we had. And I got beat by a dude because I could not get around the idiot in front of me, and he would not move. But I still had the fastest lap time. But I also don't go as often as these guys that are putting down the top 12 fastest times of
Oh,
the week.
100%.
So I go maybe once a year,
Yeah.
and I can still compete in the top 10 with these guys.
Mhm.
And I was racing on the track that I don't like. So they have Le Mans and Monaco. I prefer Monaco because it's a much more technical track.
Yeah.
There's a lot more hairpins and a lot more turns versus
Just
the
long
Le
straights.
Mans, where Le Mans kind of has like they're not really long straights because it's an indoor
Yeah.
track, but Le Mans has a lot more like sweeping curves versus hairpins.
Yeah.
So I like the more technical aspect of Monaco, and I've actually set not the fastest, but one of the fastest times for Monaco multiple times, and I was one of the first people to drop into the teens for that track.
Well, we could always take a trip to Orlando and hit the Andretti track down there. That's multi-level.
Or we can go to Atlanta because it's just a six. Just posted a video where he took do it for Dan for it was just an Atlanta custom reps, but they took him to I can't remember the name of the track, but it's a track where the go karts do 50 miles an hour,
Yeah, that's what I was
55
gonna
miles
ask
an
you.
hour, but it's outside and it's a big ass track. And then right next door they have an actual road course track for cars.
I'm down.
This was gonna ask. Have you guys ever driven like
Yes.
go karts that go so like in Richmond and Virginia?
No, I've driven.
I'm not saying
I've
like
got,
have you done that, but I'm saying
I mean the fastest go karts I've been in were the ones at Autobahn.
yeah.
But we've also done the ones in Pennsylvania, but those weren't as fast.
The Grand Prix. Those aren't too bad.
Have you ever driven a car on a road course though?
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
Like,
I've
on
ridden
a-
in a NASCAR.
but
Okay,
like on
no,
an
we're talking
actual road course.
Road
like
course.
we did
Yeah.
a thing.
Oh
where,
yeah.
So while you're
Yes,
thinking about
yes, I have. I just can't remember.
it,
Alright, so
Once.
we did it when we had the Lancers. Of course, one of the slowest cars we've ever owned. But we did it when we had the Lancers, and we did it at the
Poconos Raceway.
Poconos on the infield track.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, Amanda Preble just chatted in.
Did you?
Big shout out, Amanda. Appreciate you joining in. You and Mike. I know you guys are on a long drive right now to Ohio, so
Yeah, dude. They just
Drive
followed our
safe.
Instagram, so if you guys want to
Drive safe.
Yep, drive
yeah,
safe.
13 hours of driving, 14 hours, something like that.
Big move.
I've done that by myself.
Yeah.
That's a lot of driving, man.
It really is.
Dude, like Virginia's like 9 hours if you take it easy.
Pennsylvania, depending on where in Pennsylvania, it's like
You guys were driving from there to here.
Yeah.
So when
Fuck.
When I moved down here, I drove from Scranton, Pennsylvania, down here, dog.
Brother.
Electric City, dog. It's not even in.
I know. It's a fake building.
It's in California.
bro, they do that a lot. So like,
Of course.
so like in Iron Man, in one of the Iron Mans where they were like, oh yeah, we're going to Tennessee. It was actually a small town in North Carolina.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, that's besides the point. So when I moved back down to Florida from Pennsylvania after high school, I drove from Lehighton, which is northeast Pennsylvania,
Near Allentown.
down
I know where that's at.
down to Palm Coast.
It's near Brewery Town.
I don't know.
And
So I drove all the way down to Palm Coast by myself, 14 hours, and I had to stop for 30 minutes because there was a rainstorm just outside of Maryland so bad that I couldn't drive. The car was literally moving all over the road, hydroplaning like crazy. So I had to pull over for 30 minutes and I still made it to Palm Coast, 2 hours from here, in 14 hours. And
Fuck Virginia.
Yo, I agree.
bro, and I took the wrong exit in North Carolina, which ended up like adding 30 minutes, but took off took off an hour and a half because I messed up, went through like some random ass back road, and it said like, oh, you added 30 minutes, and then it recalculated and then shaved an hour and a half off my time because of the fact that there was traffic on 95 and I missed all that traffic.
Dude,
Turn right now.
I'm
Bitch,
not
where? There's a forest right there.
I miss doing road trips in my STI because it was like
I
it
didn't
wasn't.
get that. I wasn't able to do that.
Oh
I didn't.
no, dude, I loved it
The furthest road trip I had was from Palm Coast to Daytona and to Jacksonville. That's it.
Yeah, I took the Evo all the way to Fort Myers.
brother, it was all about beat. Dude, I took my STI all the way down to Captiva.
I beat the shit out of my STI.
Dude, it was all about beating the clock.
I beat it like a redheaded stepchild.
Dude,
say what?
It was all about beating the clock in that thing. I made it from.
I think it's every guy in general. You have a GPS on, no matter where you're going. You're trying to beat.
No, because there's a lot of females that have been posting on Instagram. GPS says what? Time to beat, not time of arrival.
Yeah, no. I mean, when I drive the truck, I'm pretty casual with it. As long as I can go the speed limit. Now, if people like are going slow as dog shit in the left lane,
yeah,
then I start yelling.
See, I do that in the 4Runner. So the 4Runner is the vehicle that I've actually driven the calmest, and it's so funny because I'll be driving the speed limit if I'm on like 295, but if I'm on 200, the speed limit on 200 needs to go back up to 55 because
I agree.
I remember when the speed limit on 200 was 55 and now it's 45, and you got them people going 35. Yeah, we're all like hauling ass at 60. There's that cop that sits right down the road by that buy here, pay here, and he's just getting beeline by people going 60.
Oh, I'm sure he's right. He's looking for people going like 70. He's like, fuck these people going 60.
Yeah, he's like, you guys going 60, I get it.
He's like,
you
dude,
going
when
65?
I'm off duty, I'm doing the same.
Yeah, when you guys going 65, that's when I'm getting.
Yeah, well, you're fine. No, but dude, I made it from Virginia to Florida, where I reside, in 7 hours. It's a 9-hour drive. I was hauling ass. I'm not gonna incriminate myself here, but I was hauling ass because I left at midnight, and I was just
home by breakfast.
Brother, I was home by breakfast. I'm not lying. I left at midnight, and I got to my mom's house, and she was in her pajamas making breakfast.
Wait, hold up. So now that you say that, I left at 4 o'clock in the morning. But no, I made it in 12 and a half hours when I came down from Pennsylvania because I left at 4 o'clock in the morning and I was in Palm Coast by 6.
Dude, you motherfuckers up there on 95 drive like it's the Autobahn. I was going 85 and I got past like I was sitting still.
Race car.
Brother, I'm like, I don't even care because you can't prove me driving. I was in a vehicle beside another vehicle going 140 miles an hour. Just going. Like we're normal driving on the fucking highway, dude.
You remember after your graduation in Daytona?
On my way to my graduation, I was late. I made it from Palm Coast to Daytona in 15 minutes in a Nissan Sentra.
No,
brother, what?
No, it was my graduation. It was my graduation.
Yeah, no, it was. Hold on, but me and Lauren, yes, I remember. We were on our way. We left the house. We were on our way from Palm Coast to Daytona, where our graduation was at. Made it there in 15 minutes, and we're doing 100. I'm like, I have this Sentra pegged, like it's screaming.
Oh my god!
And then I look, and there's 2 more people in a Scion TC right next to me, and then I saw another set of people that I was graduating with, and all 3 of us were cut in and out of traffic on 95, trying to make it to graduation, dog.
Yeah, dude, it's like my graduation when we left because I graduated on a Thursday, and there was meets in Daytona at the Steak and Shake on what was it, International Speedway, whatever the hell the road is.
Yeah, over there, Steak and Shake.
So my uncle rented a BMW because my uncle's a BMW guy. So he rented a BMW, and it's me, Eddie Nelson, and my uncle. Me and him are in our Lancers, and my uncle's in the Beamer, and we're just cruising back on 95 at 130.
He probably had no idea too, or did he know what he was doing?
No, he knew what he was doing.
Oh, okay.
But we were all cruising back at 130.
Dude, I believe it.
Like just fucking ripping. As soon as we got on I was just like, all right, cool, we're gonna go 90, and I just see my uncle floor it. I was like, well, I'm not driving alone, so I floored it as I gave that thing the beans.
Dude, I was riding with my buddy's dad, and I mean, he's a very innocent man, right? We were in his BMW going 80 in a residential zone, and he had no idea. I was like, "Sir, you might want to slow down."
That sounds
And he
like
said,
me.
"Oh, I am going a little bit
Yo,
fast."
hold up,
That
hold
sounds
up.
like me
That's what I'm
because
saying.
I have a buddy in Palmcoast. His name, I love this dude, Nick Miller.
Oh god.
One day I was in the STI, and he was I think it was like one of the few times that it was before I moved back down there. He was I was in the STI. We're driving down this road in Belterre, and the speed limit's 45. And he looks down. He goes, Eddie, why are we doing 80 in Belterre? I'm like, because I'm an asshole. And it will forever stick. Like that joke is an ongoing joke. Eddie, why are you doing 80 on Belterre? I'm an asshole.
No, so to feed off of what you said about the old man going 80 in a residential. So when I was working at Advanced at Top Coast, we had a driver. So this is like when they first started implementing like your tracker and stuff like that to
Yeah.
monitor your speed.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. This dude hands down was like in his 70s.
Uh-huh.
He drove like a fucking early 80s Volvo as a daily.
Mhm.
And this fucking guy, they clocked him at 75 in a 35. Bro, and it wasn't a residential road. It wasn't a big. It was a service road, dog. My man, they called him into the office and they were like, "Why the fuck were you going 75 in a 35?" And he was like, "What are you talking about?" And they didn't know, so they installed the trackers in these cars after all the guys left. So my man's was going 75, and I'm sitting here thinking the same thing. I was like, my man's got parts to deliver. Like,
I do have big facts. I always told my company that I work for now because you know, I would love to be a parts runner and make the money that I make. But that's obviously not possible.
bro, I would
Dude.
love that.
Call me fucking baby driver. I always told them I was like,
call me Mario ADHD.
I always told them I was like, look, I would literally be your fastest parts runner ever. Just don't give me a marked coded car, and I'll get those fucking parts.
Give me a white F-150.
Brother, no.
No, hold on. Hear me out. Give me a white F-150. When I was driving that F-150, I passed a cop in a 45 going 80.
No.
Going 80 in a white
What?
F-150.
I got you.
Hold on. So they tend to see white like crew cab, not even crew cab, extended cab, white extended cab F-150s
Yeah.
as work trucks, and they tend to give them a little bit more leniency.
No.
And well, at least in my experience.
I got you.
Yeah,
This is not
this
any
is-
legal
this is
advice,
good.
so let's go ahead and
So-
not take what we say for
I
granted.
think we should do this. So let's do. What? So like you're the most like scary time where you thought you were gonna get pulled over and you didn't get pulled over and you should have gotten pulled over, and then another time where you got pulled over and got out of a ticket.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh,
Okay. All right, Eddie, go ahead. You take it away, buddy. And hey, anybody who's listening to this, feel
This is not legal advice,
feel
first of
free
all.
to chime in too.
Yeah,
like,
yo, comment on the
yes,
chat.
we
Like,
wanna-
I want to hear about your guys' stories too. Like, we will. If we're
We'll
still
try to
live,
read- we'll try to read them out loud.
yeah,
Just like
100%.
We're with you
No,
guys.
so I had the Explorer. I don't know if you ever got to see it.
Never. I
But
did
it's
not.
a silver Explorer, tinted windows.
You a cop?
100%, dog. I was cruising.
I was on the fucking
I was cruising in Pennsylvania at easy 90 miles an hour.
Mind you,
In a
speed limit-
65.
Yeah, the speed limit in Pennsylvania, the fastest speed limit you can go on is 65. It's the
Yeah,
fastest
and
speed
it's on
limit in
95.
Pennsylvania.
No, it's on 81.
It's on 81.
So
Yeah.
95 is a little bit faster.
No, 95 still
No,
super.
95 in Pennsylvania is.
Because I would go 80.
So I was cruising at 90 in the
Uh-huh.
Explorer, and I got people in front of me moving the fuck out of the way.
Yo, dead ass.
Yeah, no, that's. But I have people moving the fuck out of the way, and then I see them start slowing down, and I'm like, why the fuck are they slowing down? I'm not a cop, so I'm just cruising, and then I look, there's 4 state troopers chilling in the center.
Yeah, how about-
and then the dude that I watched, I swear to God, God strike me down right now. This motherfucker put his hand out and waved at me as I booked it back to
Bro,
motherfucker, dog.
I was on the phone with him. He
Holy
was like, bro, this state trooper just waved at me.
Yo,
Oh
dead
my
ass. I'm like, my window was cracked, so I put my fingers out like I saw it and just kept
fuck,
cruising.
dude, that's hilarious.
That's probably my favorite fucking like
No, my
not
next,
pulled over story.
the next story about getting pulled over and getting out of the ticket. So I was a sales rep, so I had a company truck, and I'm leaving Palm Coast. Will's leaving Palm Coast in his work truck, and we're racing home. Will lived in Yulee
Will lived in
behind Target
Okay.
at the time, and I lived here, of course.
Okay, can we give our viewers an approximate mileage for that?
Oh, that's like
No, it's not.
it's like 85 miles
From what?
one each way,
Each
right?
way. So 600,
Roughly,
9,000.
it's like an hour and 45 minutes
Okay.
from my house to my buddy's house in Palm Coast. We left at the same time, cruising 95. We got
It's
stuck.
90 miles. 101 miles.
Okay, so
From here, it's 101 miles.
okay,
Up, yeah.
so we're fucking cruising. We get stopped in traffic because there's an accident, and then after we hit the accident, we kept going. Right? This motherfucker, while we're in traffic, this motherfucker's throwing shit at the because I'm in front of him. So he's throwing shit at the back of my truck. He threw a lighter. He threw a pen.
Oh
So
my
I was able to
God.
get out of the truck and I threw it right back at him. So then when we finally passed, we're cruising, and then he kept going 95 to get off on the exit over there in 200. I got off on 295 to go through no 295 to go towards Orange Park and go that way.
Yeah.
Over the Buckman.
Yeah, I had to go over the Buckman.
Yeah.
We're racing on the phone. We're trying to see who gets home faster.
Oh my
And I'm
God.
telling him, I get to Hilliard, and I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, it would be really shitty if there was a cop out. I haven't seen any cops out while I've been down here, and the speed limit just dropped from 65 to fucking 35. And all of a sudden, I see lights come in front of me, like, because it's like 9 o'clock at night, and I'm like, oh, it's just. And then all of a sudden, I'm watching in my rearview mirror, I see red and blue right behind me with a fucking U-turn in the middle of the middle of US one.
Dude, that's the most cringe moment too.
So he pulls me over. But this officer was a fucking G, bro. He pulls me over. He goes, "You know why I pulled you over?" I was like, "Yes, officer, I do." He goes, "Is there any why you're going that fast?" I was like, "Cause I have to go home and take a shit."
Oh, dude, yeah, he told me this.
Yeah, I was like, "I gotta go home and take a shit." He was like,
Fuck.
"Where are you coming from?" I'm like, "I just left Palm Coast and I'm on my way home." And he was like, "Where's home?" I'm like, "I literally live like 3 blocks away." And he's like, "How long you living there?" I was like, "God damn, I've been living there since January."
Holy shit.
And he's like, "So you mean to tell me you couldn't have stopped at the 37 bathrooms you probably passed between Palm Coast and now?" I was like, "I don't shit in public bathrooms."
Wait, dude, I don't blame you there,
So,
No, he
so
does.
I mean,
I don't.
yeah, I do.
I mean,
I'm
you
a sales.
do use
I'm a sales rep. I shit anywhere, dog.
Hey,
If I have to, you have to.
I'll tell you right now. My excuse would have been, no, I'm sorry, I don't use public restrooms since COVID.
No.
Dude,
I was just like, I can't shit in public bathrooms. So he goes back to the car, comes back, and he goes, "Don't let me catch you speeding again." It would have been a very expensive bathroom ticket. And I still made it home before Will did.
Yeah, he's still.
And then I got home and took a shit. Because then I really had to take a shit after that. That was like a cringe moment where I thought I was gonna get a ticket,
Yeah.
and I didn't. And I talked out of it. So it's 2 stories in one, dog.
There you go. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've never like blown past a cop and they just like
All the time.
looked at me and were like, "Hey, buddy." But I've gotten pulled over quite a few times and not gotten a ticket when I definitely should. One of the times I should have gone to jail. Dead ass. So I don't know if I want to. I'm not gonna say the one where
You're
I
not
should
gonna.
have went to jail.
You're not gonna.
Although I was like 16, so like.
Yeah, it's a long time
That
ago.
was
Don't worry
10
about
years.
it.
That was 10 years ago. So I was driving.
It's not like the cop is gonna listen to this and remember
Yeah.
you.
I mean, we do have.
Plot twist. He listens to this and remembers you.
And I get arrested. They come down to Florida and
He
get me.
can't do it. It's too far. It's too long.
Anyway, so it was like 10 years ago, and I was driving intoxicated. It was after prom, and well, not my prom, but it was I was driving intoxicated, and I had a whole keg in the trunk of my Jeep, and my back seat was full of beer because the next day I was deadheading straight to fucking Nag's Head for Beach Week because when you graduate our high school, the next day you go to beach week for a week, and like everybody who graduated just gets fucking tore up in parties. So I'm headed to the hotel, right? I get pulled over literally an eighth mile from where I'm supposed to turn in. I can see the fucking entrance, and this cop pulls me over, and I'm not in my county. Like I'm like almost an hour, at least an hour away from home. This cop pulled me over. I'm like, fuck, man. So the person I was with was like, "Are you good?" I was like, I have to be, you know what I mean? And
I have to
so,
sober the fuck up.
yeah. So this cop, he said, "You know, you got a tail light," or he comes over, he's like, you know why I pulled you over? I said, "No, sir, I do not." He said, "You got a tail light out." I said, "Son of a bitch. I just fixed that tail light last week." He didn't even tell me which tail light was out at this point, guys. I'll point that out. I said, "Son of a bitch, I just changed that tail light last week." He said, "Yeah, come here and take a look at it." So I got out of my fucking Jeep.
Did you stumble?
No,
Oh man,
did
you
not.
sobered up real quick.
Dude, I can snap to it. I get out of my Jeep, walk to the back, look at it, put my hands on my hip, and go, "Son of a bitch." Isn't that crazy? And the guy goes, "All right, well, he has my license at this point." And he goes, "Well, just can you confirm your address for me?" I said, "Yep, 8372 Roaring Springs Road." Oh, wait, I just said that on the internet. I don't live there anymore. I don't
That address.
Yeah, fuck that address. So I gave him my address, and he goes, he said, does a gentleman, Mr. Fields, live there behind you? I said, as a matter of fact, yes, he does. He goes, I know Mr. Fields. I said, son of a bitch. This, dude, I know. I mean, the guy was a fucking dickhead old farmer, but I wasn't gonna tell him that. So yeah, we had a great conversation about where I lived, and the man said, "Well, you know what? You have a good night. Here I am, underage, drunk driving, Jeep loaded down with alcohol."
Say less.
Dude, I should have gone to jail. Should have.
How fucked up were you?
I wasn't that fucked up, but I was. I knew I should not have been driving. Like not like because it was not safe, but because I knew that. Well, obviously, I mean zero tolerance law, but still, as a 21-year-old, I should not have been driving because I knew that if I had to
But
breathalyze
you
it,
weren't underage.
I was underage.
You just said that 21.
No,
I
he
said
said
if I was
Oh.
21, yeah. But
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good story. You got away with it. I mean,
I got away with it.
But you weren't that fucked up. If you
No,
would have been super fucked up, that would have been a better story.
dude, I got pulled over in a
care.
state park on a military base.
Christopher, what's your story?
Dickhead.
I love you.
I got pulled over on a military base in a
Really?
state park.
They let you in there?
I had the cop gave, and so this is like a notorious parkway. Like you get pulled over, you're getting a ticket.
Oh, it's like Georgia.
I got pulled over,
or 301.
dude. I got pulled over on New Year's Eve
Oof.
in my Jeep, and the cop gave me seven warnings. Seven. You know how he pulled me over?
What?
So he comes
You're
around.
right.
He comes around a curve, right? And he has his fucking high beams on. So I flash my high beams. Doesn't cut him off. I flash my high beams again. He does not cut him off. I then said,
He's a piece of shit.
"Okay, motherfucker, let's play."
Turn your lights bar.
Dude, I turned on 4 sets of fucking KC lights and my high beams, and then he flicked on his blue lights, and I said, "Oh, those are a lot brighter than mine."
They're not brighter. They're just loud.
He pulled me over for blinding a cop, but yeah, he gave me 7 warnings and let me go.
All right, I'll give you that.
It was pretty nutty. That's probably like my craziest story.
I'll give you that. Christopher, what up, bud? Got out of it. Oh, which one? Oh, is it the one with the Evo?
Yes.
Let's hear it.
No. How about the ticket that you got in the Evo?
Because of you.
Fuck
Yes.
you, dude.
No,
That is not my fault.
It was actually because of the cop. So we'll get into that. So I'm gonna start off with the one that I got. So I was on my way. So I was going to physical therapy / chiropractor because my back's all fucked up. Right.
Same.
Like my pelvis on my right side is actually shifted up, and which causes my spine to shift. So whatever, that's beside the point. Anyway, so I was
Old
going.
people shit.
Yeah, for real. So I was working in Orange Park, and I was heading to the chiropractor in Fleming Island, and it was on 17. So I took back roads instead of driving all the way down landing and dealing with all that nonsense.
All that bullshit.
So naturally, it's a school zone. So naturally, it's a school zone. So I'm going with 15 miles an hour or whatever it is, and finally it says end of school zone. So I was like, bet I'm
Time to
already
rip.
I'm already running late. So I left it. I just left it in second gear, just whack. Oh yeah. So left it in second gear and just kind of ripped. Threw it into third, kept going, and as soon as I get to the stop sign, I turn right, go over the train tracks, and I'm sitting at the light, and I see this cop, and I was like, "Yep, I'm getting pulled over." He's like, "Owner of the red sedan, pull over."
Oh my god! Is
So-
it over the PA?
Yeah,
Oh, he got you on the PA.
he
Oh,
got-
that's
he got
scary.
pulled, yeah. So I was like,
Oh my
I was like,
God.
shit, whatever. I deserve it. Not a big deal. So he pulls me over. I pull over. I shut the car off. Throw the keys on the dash. My windows were already down, so I left my hand on the steering wheel. And he comes up to me. He's like, "Sir, do you know why I pulled you over?" I was like, "No, I'm gonna be honest, I don't." Knowing damn well my ass is going like 60 down to 35. But anyway, so he was like,
Call that a Tuesday.
I call that a two.
I honestly think it was a Tuesday, to be honest.
I don't know. Like, not for nothing, a sidebar, though, like,
Not for nothing. That's some northern shit right there.
Right?
Tell me you're from Philly without telling me you're from
I'm
Philly.
not from
We're not
Philly,
from
bitch.
Philly, dog.
You live in
No, I didn't. Never lived in
You live
Philly.
in Jersey.
Jersey's not Philly.
Jersey's not
Jersey says the same shit. Not for nothing.
Yeah, but I'm
What
not
what fucking exit were you from? What exit?
What exit? God
Shit,
damn.
I can't remember.
Football bro, baby.
Anyway.
South Jersey.
But real quick. I forgot what I was going to say. Continue.
That was a bitch.
Man, you fucking interrupted me for that. Anyway, so.
Oh, now I remember.
What?
Oh, I can't stand driving the speed limit. That shit's ass.
Oh my god. Anyway, shut the hell up.
Oh my
So,
God.
so I'm sitting there. He's like, yeah, you were doing 55 when I clocked you, and by the time I put down the gun, you were already like, you were still taking off. You not realize this is 35? I was like, and I don't know where the hell I came out with this, but I came up with this so quick on spot. I was just like, officer, I just moved up here. I honestly don't know where I'm going very well.
Best excuse.
So I'm from Palm Coast, and originally, like when a speed limit isn't posted, it's 45. He was like, "Well, you were going significantly faster than 45." I was like, "I know, I'm sorry.
Touche.
I'm running." But anyway, I was like, "I know, I'm running a little bit behind. You know, I'm trying to get to my chiropractor. I have a bad back, blah, blah." And he's like, "All right, give me 1 second." He was like, he looks at me. He's like, you grab your I need your driver's license and proof of insurance and registration. I was like, all right, I just wanted to warn you that I do have a firearm in the glove box. Is it okay if I reach down there? If not, that's fine. He's like, no, just keep your hands on the steering wheel. That's not a problem. I was like, all right. Walks back to his car. He looks at me. When he comes back, he looks at me. He's like, all right. So you look like an intelligent individual. Fucking lying ass. If you only knew. He was like, you look like the type of person. If I tell you to slow down, you're gonna slow down. I was like, sir, if you tell me to slow down, I'm gonna go under this speed limit. He's like, all right, have a good day. Gave me my license back, and I was like, and then let me pull around in traffic. So as soon as I pulled around and I got out of sight, as soon as I got on 17, just whap, I was late, so I needed to make it. And then, yeah. So and then another time, I can't remember if I was going out west somewhere, and I was in the work truck, and I was just flying, and I mean I was going like 85 in the construction zone.
Oh my god, that's ballsy.
And didn't get pulled over. Cop just, I literally watched the cop look up, follow me, and just keep going. Like he was like, all right, whatever.
Like they're not actually running radar.
They're really trying to trap
Oh,
people.
hold up.
Georgia
I got
parks
one more.
cars and leaves them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Palm Coast
Just
did the
to
same thing.
fuck
Palm
with you.
Coast had a car with a radar gun set that if you were going over the speed limit, it would flash the lights. Yeah. Ask me how much that fucked me up when I was driving 9 o'clock at night and there's nobody on the road. Or no, that's a lie. It was like 11:30. I was going to my buddy's house and we're literally just cruising and I saw this fucking car. I'm like, fuck. And then it just sat there and then the next day it did the same thing. I was like, the fuck? So another ticket that I got out of. So when I started working in Fernandina, when I got the Evo, the second day I had it, I got tints. And I got 15.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I got
Yeah,
20.
you have the tint windows.
I got
Oh,
20%
it's
tints.
mandatory.
Oh,
No
yeah.
matter what vehicle you get.
Immediately.
So I got 20% tints all the way around because I hate 15. I need to be able to see out my shit. So I was working in Fernandina for like 2 months, 3 months at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a rainy day. I had the windows up. It was kind of chilly, so I was like, all right, whatever. Everyone's going 20 miles an hour, and we were coming over to 17, like after the train track. So we were coming up to 17,
Yeah.
and there's a cop. Everyone's going 20 to 25 miles an hour. I was like, nah, fuck this. So I sped up 35, turn signal in front of the cop, turn signal in front of this car, kept going 35 miles an hour. Was not going faster than that. Cop shoots up, cuts me off, or cuts off the car behind me. I'm like, all right, whatever. He's like, you know why I pulled you over? I was like, honestly, officer, I do not, because I was going the speed limit. He was like, your tints are too dark. I was like, are they?
There's no tint on for.
I was like, are they? He's like, yeah. Give me 1 second. Goes back, gets his little tint meter. He's like, roll up your window a little bit. So I rolled it up. He's like, 20%. The legal limit's 28. Blah blah blah. I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
The
I
legal
bought.
limit 28%.
I guess
No.
I don't fucking know.
I was
So
gonna say, I don't think there was a tint on for.
so he gives me shit. He's like,
I got the
he gives me shit. He's
Yeah,
like,
Nelson's on the keyboard.
he's like, yeah, you're not. I can give you $165 per window, and this strip right here is supposed to come to this line. And I was like, what line? He's like, is this a,
The brow.
did you? Yeah. He was like, did you replace the windshield on this? I was like, no, it's a brand new windshield. This car has like 10,000 miles on it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, well, I can give you a ticket for this one too. So I can give you 3 tickets for $165 per window. Blah blah blah. I was like,
Brother,
I
I
was
would just
like,
tell him do it.
I was like, okay. He's like, so if I catch you again with with the windows, I'm gonna make sure you get a ticket. I was like, all right. So a couple days later, I'm going to work and see the same exact cop just sitting there, and he's staring at me. Put the windows down while it was raining. It was like 35 degrees, raining. Put the windows down, waved at him, and kept going. Mind you, as I'm pulled over, my manager's father drove by in his Platinum F350 dually with factory tint windows with 5% over the factory tint windows and a tinted windshield. Passed the cop with that, and the cop didn't even do anything about it.
What's the legal?
So,
What do you got it?
front windshield
Yeah.
can't go below the
50%.
S. No, the front
No.
windshield can't go below that S.
Yes.
The AS1 line.
Yeah, which is like 6 inches.
Yeah. Front windows on sedans can be no more than 28%. Rear windows no more than 15%, and back windows the back windshield no more than 15 in sedans. In a SUV, it's 28 up front, side window or back windows 6%, and rear windows 6%.
Brother, could
I've
you
been
imagine
riding
trying
dirty.
to look out 6%
Yo,
window tint?
In the
Right.
Miata, I had 5% in the Miata on both windows, and the front windshield was 30%.
Dude, I had a Toyota Tacoma that had 5% tint on the back glass, and I literally couldn't see it at night when I was back.
So I got one more story before we wrap up.
How long you got? I thought we were running to 2 hours.
I mean, I'm down to keep talking.
I mean, yeah, I got more things.
All right, say less. Anyway,
I mean, you guys let us know. Tell me in the chat, you know. If this wants to cut it short, we can keep blabbing.
Keep blabbing?
I mean,
Anyway.
Oh, just had moved back up to Jersey in like 2012, 2013. I was in the Lancer. I was on my way to. I was in Pennsylvania. I was on my way to Jersey on the turnpike, which is 65 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Cruising. I'm just cruising, you know, nonchalant, cruising at 80 as usual.
95.
No, the cop clocked me at 95 as I was slowing down past him.
oh my god.
I was doing 110 right before he saw me.
Did he pull you?
Yo, 100%.
Oh, okay.
100%. I had Florida tags, Florida license, Florida insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Pulled me over immediately. I watched him because he was on the embankment on the on ramp like this.
Oh, I
when
hate that shit.
When I passed him at 90, when I was slowing down at 95, because I had this little old lady literally cut me off with no turn signal and almost cleared the front bumper, almost hit my front bumper.
Yeah.
So I like downshifted and went around her, and I was so pissed that she almost hit me, and that I just kept going. It was like 110 miles an hour, and then I saw, and as I was slowing down, I see the cop, and I'm like, okay. So I get from the left lane, I get down to the center, all the way to the right, and I slowed down to the speed limit, and I waited for him. And as soon as I saw him in my rearview mirror, I turned my turn signal on to get onto the shoulder, and that's when he turned his lights on.
Oh,
Because
shit.
I watched him, I already knew he was
Oh,
gonna
you knew
pull.
he was coming.
Yeah,
For
I
you. Oh, I got
100%
you.
knew he was coming for me.
Oh, I've been there.
So I pulled over. He was like, I'm assuming you know why I pulled you over. I was like, yeah. He goes, you know how fast you were going? I was like, no. He's like, I got you at 95 miles an hour. I was like, oh, well, that's good. That's not as bad as I was going like 2 minutes before you pulled me over. He was like, how fast were you going
Oh
then?
my god,
I was
you
like,
stupid.
approximately 110 miles an hour. He goes, why? Why on earth
Why would you say that?
Well, because I was being honest. I mean,
You're dumb as fuck.
no. Listen. So he asked me. He was like, "What was I doing there?" I was like, I'm here visiting. I'm on my way from Pennsylvania to Jersey. My aunt lives over here. I'm on my way over there to go visit her." So he asked for license, registration, all this stuff. And he comes back with a ticket for my because I had a Hello Kitty air freshener, strawberry air freshener, hanging from my rearview mirror.
Shut up. That's what your ticket was.
Yeah, $45 ticket. I got to my aunt's house and paid that motherfucker real quick.
Yeah,
He,
hold on.
You got lucky though.
he told me I would have went to jail.
Mm-hmm. Impounded your car.
Impounded the car, license suspended,
Yeah.
the whole nine.
Oh yeah.
He gave me a $45 ticket for obstruction of view because of the Hello Kitty air freshener hanging from my rearview mirror.
Hold on.
You got lucky.
So speaking of shit hanging from the car, do you remember when I had Domo in the back of the Lancer?
Was that the Wawa thing?
No. Domo was like the little bear dinosaur thing with the mouth open. I had one. I had a panda Domo
Oh yeah.
hanging
I know
from
what
the
you're talking
tow
about.
hook on the Lancer. I remember I was on my way home from work one day and it was snowing. These old people like, you got something hanging from your car. I was like, I
Oh
know.
my
I guess I
God.
thought it was a cat or something. Yeah, that shit was funny as hell.
Dude, I got a stupid ticket. I'm curious about what y'all's biggest pet peeve is
About what?
with driving. Like, what gives you
Get
road
the
range?
fuck out of
Yeah,
the
what
left
gives you road range
fucking
immediately?
lane if you're not gonna go at least 5 over.
Watching your story on the way up to Virginia was the highlight of my day.
Dude.
Because you were just cruising and then people were just fucking in your way.
Dude, I'm not lying to you. My biggest pet peeve is when tractor trailers, one is going 70 miles an hour in the right lane, and the other is going 70 and a half in the left lane, trying to pass the one in the right lane. And they just create like a 30-mile fucking backup because it takes them 30 minutes to pass.
Well, it's because also some of these trucks are governed and they can't go much faster
Well,
than
then,
certain
hey,
speeds.
Yeah.
guess what? Get behind the dickhead because you're governed as well.
Exactly. Like, if you know that clearly you can't, like, go exponentially faster than the guy in front of you, then don't.
Now, hold on. I got behind a semi, so with this job, they sent me to Orlando for training. So I was like, I bet. So on the way down, I was in the middle lane cruising at 75. On the way up, old buddy, it just flies past me at 80, goddamn, and I mean 80. We ain't
Tractor
gonna,
trailer?
yes, we ain't
Oh,
gonna
man.
disclose how fast into the 80s, but he was going deep 80s. So I'm like, fuck, all right, whatever. So I got right behind his ass and just cruise control the whole way. When I say I set the cruise control at like 85, between 85 and 87, my man was still pulling away.
Oh my god.
And I mean, he was.
Yeah, the people that own their tractor trailers, dude, those motherfuckers roll 90.
So my dad,
which I love. Thank you.
when my dad
Shout out to all
had
trailers.
his tractor trailer, and he had
Except for you assholes in the left lane.
that are going just over the speed limit or the speed limit.
Yeah, not a fan.
So, but when my dad had his tractor trailer, he got a job for the military, and he had to be escorted into the base. He had to back his truck up, and they put a sheet over the cab, so that way he couldn't see.
Yeah.
He had an armed guard on both doors, and then as soon as they loaded him up, they locked him up. They put the seal on. They handed him a closed envelope, and they said, fill up before you leave. They've paid for his fuel to fill up.
Oh yeah, they don't want you to stop.
They said, fill up before you leave. Once you make it out, there's going to be 2 state troopers.
They follow you.
Do not stop.
Yeah.
They looked at him. They were like, how fast does this truck go? And he looked down and he kind of thought about it. And he was like, This truck will run about 95,
Mhm.
and they were like, "Holy shit!" They were like, "Keep that."
Yeah.
My dad was telling me that he was fucking like the state troopers, like he was starting to ride one state trooper's ass, and the other state trooper was like falling behind because they weren't super comfortable with his truck going almost 100 miles an hour, loaded the fuck down.
Dude, I believe it. Yeah, no, I've someone that lives in our neighborhood actually. He said he's driven load to the military, and they he literally got pulled over by DOT just as like a regular inspection, and he pulled over, and he said an unmarked black SUV pulled up and said, "Nope, he needs to keep going," and literally he was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, I'm like above the law right now."
Yeah. So it's funny as hell because they said that if he had one where it wasn't like as pertinent, but they told him not to stop. That they said if he didn't have an escort or anything for this one, but they said if if a cop tries to pull you over and you have to stop, get his badge number, let him know what you're doing, and give us a call immediately.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, they might not have an escort, but they definitely there's somebody watching,
Yeah,
driving.
more than likely.
I mean, that's you're talking about military property. You know what I mean? They have an eye on their shit,
They got Godzilla or something in the back of the truck.
dude.
Chilling.
Eagle eyes watching that shit.
Speaking of military, Call of Duty's ass.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let me say that one more time. Call of Duty's ass right now.
Activision.
What do you think is so ass about it?
Shit.
Yeah, we're gonna fade into some video games
your
here.
bullshit ass Ricochet
Anti-cheat.
Your
Ricochet anti-cheat is fucking affecting somebody who has a .83 KD.
Have you guys played on the new update, this new season?
We played yesterday.
Yeah.
And you guys run across hackers?
Christopher was getting.
I had no registers.
Christopher was getting no registers.
Bro, I've been getting no registers. Like, I swear to God, the game thinks I'm cheating.
Yeah, there's been a lot of tiff about that, but it's so hard because if you just get on a good streak,
bro,
then the game is like.
Bro, I don't want to fucking hear it. I have a .83 fucking KD. .83, guys. If I was cheating, I'd be in the competitive one and a half KD.
What?
No,
Nick,
I'm a .83.
What did you say you were? You were top 1%?
I'm top 1%.
Yeah, you piece of shit. You're not.
Yes, I am.
He's top 1% in
Dead
Rebirth.
ass.
What?
My KD's gone up since.
In what? Your friends group?
No, in Rebirth.
No, in Rebirth,
Dude.
he's top 1%.
Pull it up.
Yeah, I will.
Pull it up.
But no, so
I have like a 1.11 KD or 1.12.
So I've been getting.
Yeah, I don't play Caldera.
I don't play Caldera either.
I play it rarely.
So I've been getting a whole lot of non-registers. I've been getting a whole lot of like, dude, I had the what is it? The AG-42 that like melts people.
MG-42.
The MG-42.
Yeah.
I had that. I was mounted. It has no recoil, mind you. The gun's broken. It has 0 recoil. I literally was melting this dude and got nothing but hit markers. I wasted 100 rounds.
Was he flying in?
No.
Oh.
He was at Big Living.
Oh.
We were in Red Living. And I was just shooting him. Wasted like half a mag into him.
How long
Didn't
ago
even
was
break his. Yesterday.
February 21st.
Brother, my KD has gone up since this video. Yeah, I mean, I will say this: the hit reg, it's still kind of shitty. I've seen a lot of streamers. I have not had issues with it personally, but I mean, hey, that's not because I'm shit. You know what I mean?
Bro, like my thing is, the other day it was like last week we were playing, and I was at near grandma's house, and I'm in.
That's a house in the game, by the way. If
game.
anybody doesn't know that, I was at grandma's house shooting these motherfuckers up.
No, so I had an MP7, and I just had one of like the blueprint loadouts that they give you.
Yeah.
I had that. I started shooting this dude. Mind you, I suck, but I had enough time to shoot this guy and kill him. I break his plates. Hit marker, hit marker, hit marker. He turns around. 3 shots down to me instantly. With the same MP7.
Were you full play?
Yeah.
Was he getting headshot?
No. Body shots.
Oh.
Body shots. Swear to God. And
Well,
we had the same exact loadout.
Yeah.
Fast forward to yesterday. I had the damn. I'm not telling you where it's at because you know thirsty ass motherfucker's gonna go get it. But I picked up the AMAX, one of the hidden AMAXs that they have. So they have a bunch of like hidden guns randomly. So I picked up the AMAX. so it's not big living. So I picked up the AMAC, and I'm getting headshots on this dude. Like getting headshots. He ducks, starts shooting me through the through the jersey wall.
Mhm.
Gets up, shoots me 2 more times, downs me instantly.
It just sounds like you're playing at shitty lobbies.
I'm either playing in god lobbies with these thirsty ass people,
Sounds
or
like it.
Ricochet thinks I'm hacking. I swear to God, I'm about to go buy a goddamn software.
If you're listening and you're a Twitch streamer with your clan tag being TTTV, you should go gag on a dig. 100%.
Yeah.
Because you guys are some thirsty, sweaty ass
Dude.
motherfuckers.
Well, I mean,
And even if
they're super
honestly,
sweaty
if
or
you're
they're not good.
if you're just a streamer in general,
Yep.
just
Chill out, man. I'm a streamer.
yeah.
I mean, I'm a low-key
Streamer.
But if you're those people that literally camp a loadout because you're thirsty and you suck, stop camping the goddamn loadout.
Yeah, no, I'm not about it. 100%.
Because I can't stand the fact that I drop into a loadout and I have a whole team of guys just, oh my god, he's right here, guys, he's right here.
But I don't think that's why the video game sucks.
No, it's why the video game sucks.
Real quick, I have a friend that's listening. She's a Twitch streamer and she streams
What's her
Apex. Her name's Destiny. Oh, yeah. And she just texted me. She goes, "I feel so offended
Oh
because
my
I talk
God.
shit about Twitch."
Hey,
Fucking should. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I'm not great. Hey, actually, no,
Yeah,
bro.
we had more than that earlier.
Oh, wait, you guys were playing earlier?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say 50.
No, I don't know. I don't think the game is shit. I think this new update's been pretty good.
I don't know. We'll see.
She said now she's gonna get on COD and be a god and ruin somebody's day.
No,
Ruined
you're
Christopher's day.
the fucking people I curse out. I wish terrible things upon your family.
Nah, don't say that. She's cool as fuck.
You're gonna go ruin somebody's day. That's the bullshit. Like, you should be able to turn crossplay off. I think Activision should enable that. We should be able to play Warzone and turn crossplay off.
There's still gods that play on console, dude.
I understand
I
that,
know,
but
look at me.
90%.
Yeah.
90% of the
Good joke.
90% of the motherfuckers that we run into are PC, and I can tell when they're PC versus console when I'm jumping into a window and I'm inside the building and I die, and then I watch the kill feed and I haven't even jumped in the window yet.
It's pain. That's your pain. That just comes down to you having shitty internet.
No, I have great internet.
Not when your ping is that. Well, so it's
I'm
also
not
not about
lying.
internet. It's about the server. So a lot of the servers are central servers. So they're out of like Texas, stuff like that. So we're Eastern servers. So our ping isn't gonna be as good. So you get that shitty ass ping.
Regardless, we should still be able to turn crossplay off because I hate playing with these motherfuckers.
No, what they need to do is have a fucking mode for general Joe schmoes that play.
Like us.
Yeah, like us that play, you know, a few times a week.
She's like, she says she'll hop in our lobby and carry us around to a dub.
Listen, I already make a
I already carry the dubs.
Yeah, a lot of people they got back on because of me. We don't need anybody else. But I will say this: y'all motherfuckers may be able to beat me in Call of Duty, but let's meet up at the range and run some drills and see where you at there. Come on now.
Yo, catch me on Rust 1v1.
Say less.
Touchdowns only.
What?
Yeah.
You pussy?
360 no
You
scopes up.
pussy.
Kill shot needs to be a 360 no scope.
Fuck your mom.
Bro,
Dude,
hold on.
I miss
that brings
too.
that brings me back to when Will and I.
She said that she's gonna dust off her COD controller. She can come join us.
All you're gonna hear is. All right, let's go. So when Will and I were playing multiplayer, there was this kid. Oh god, we gave this kid nightmares. Oh boy, this kid team killed me one time, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? So I team killed him. He team killed me again, so I team killed him. Then Will team kills him, and he has no more team kills. And he started talking shit, and I mean talking shit, like a typical 12-year-old in a Call of Duty shot. Boy, me and Will had the other people in the team roasting him. One dude was like, you know what? Fuck this objective. Literally went and found this kid and killed him. This kid rage quit game. Will was like, yeah, I said something. I was like, man, don't you got homework to do? Don't you got school in the morning? Get your ass
Excuse
off.
me.
And what was like, yeah, you better get your homework done before I show up.
Oh
And like,
my
you want a
God.
pair of work boots? Like, one of the dudes, like, there was like 3 people in the party, well, not in the party, but in the game that didn't have mics, and they just started like messaging in the little Call of Duty message board, like, easy fellas, like, yo, calm down,
Oh
he's just a
my
kid. I
God.
was like, nah, fuck this kid. He wants to play a Call of Duty with some grown ass men. He's gonna learn how to talk like a grown ass man.
Dude, I would love to go back.
Dude, I was
About
just talking about.
Chick-fil-A.
I was just talking about it today. I wish they would
Open the server for MW2 for a week.
God, dude, I'm saying
I don't
if they
want my kids to
remastered,
be
if they
No, I mean,
remastered
just
Modern
turn-
Warfare 1 with just better graphics, keep the same game the way it is, just better graphics, so we can play
No,
now.
dude, I have to have my intervention.
100.
I gotta have the intervention.
No.
So what? Modern Warfare 2?
Modern Warfare 2?
No.
All right, Modern
Why-
Warfare
why
2.
would they do
Give me
both?
all of them.
Hey,
Remastered with better graphics, same
No, dude,
Hold on,
setup
hold
and
on.
everything. Oh my God, it'd be
I don't
lit,
want it
dude.
remastered.
100%. I want to run around with a USP 45 and a knife
Oh my
and
God.
fuck people's day out.
Shoot with Commando Pro on.
100%, dude.
Modern Warfare 2, fucking, it can go 1887.
Oh my God.
God.
Please.
I
That
used
shit
to
was
get-
so
I
broken.
used to get.
Please. Oh my
But-
God, dude.
Hold on. So
I need that back.
going back to Modern Warfare.
Dude, I was an ACR guy
The ACR slap
M4,
with the noob tube.
M4,
Of course.
M4 with double tap, and then Marty.
Oh, yes. I wish they brought Marty Dom back.
And
I do
whatever
too, actually.
whatever
Marty Dom?
double
But
tap.
I think they have it. They have it on Search and Destroy, right?
No.
They
No?
talk about bringing it back.
Oh.
I wish they had Marty Dom because you know how many more kills I would have because I would down somebody and we'd kill each other
And then they just linger.
and they're just one plate and they
Yeah.
self revive. If I had Marty Dom, we'd both be dead.
Brother, Marty Dom would change Warzone.
100%.
Dude, it really would. Because all the people that like hang around and linger and
Yes.
fucking,
They stay and loot your shit.
yeah, exactly. Fuck those people. No, honestly, if they were to like open up, I don't want them to remaster anything. If they just opened up Modern Warfare 2 server for a week, brother, that would be so much fun. Commando Pro, fucking one-man army,
Oh my God.
Oh, you were that thirsty, motherfucker.
brother, ACR with Red Tiger, with Noob Tube, one-man army, and fucking throwing knives. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I can't. What was it? Boneyard or whatever the hell the map was with all the.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't tell you how many times I started the map. Literally, this is back when we used to play Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, dude, you throw the throwing knife.
Throw a throwing knife and immediately get one kill.
Dude.
Or you sit there and as soon as you start running, you cook a grenade for 2 seconds. As soon as you start running, throw it, kill like 2-3 people instantly.
Well, it's like shipment because shipment you just launch a grenade anywhere in the
Yeah, but
map.
shipment's so small.
So
That's what I'm saying though. Like it's super easy to get it killed right off the rip.
yeah, I mean, all you need is
You just toss a grenade in the general direction.
You need a submachine gun.
For shipment.
Yeah, submachine gun.
Brother.
RPG. And grenades.
Or thermite.
Yeah.
Or thermite.
Yeah.
That's all you need for shipment. I mean,
don't know.
60, 70 kills a game.
Quick scoping was so much
Oh, yeah.
So,
fun. Dude, I miss that. You don't see a lot of like trick shots
Alright, so-
anymore.
What was your favorite game growing up? And any console, any game you've ever played, what was your favorite game? Christopher, well, sit here and think. Christopher's got something to say. But once he's done, Nick, I want to hear yours. Christopher, you're after Nick.
so first for Bill Snap and Ford would be Double Time, and then what's this one? Whatever the penetrating one is. I can't.
FMJ?
No, it's not FMJ. It's like stopping power. Dude, it's so blurred right here. Double penetration, and then Ninja,
Triple penetration if you about that life.
and then Ninja. So
Ninja.
those would be one of my all 3 perks for one of my classes, and then I would just run around with an M4 and use it as a sub gun.
Yeah. Honestly though. Okay, so
She just showed you up. Her. Oh no, this is she's playing multiplayer, but her KD on multiplayer is 2.73.
Bro. If I
brother,
Listen,
Warzone is completely different.
I'm about to go buy the game just to get on there and then wreck motherfuckers with
I
like
bet
a
my
fucking
KD on
50.
Search and Destroy is like 5. Like,
Yeah, she's
because it's completely different in Warzone.
Dude, the last time we played multiplayer,
she said she made somebody cry that much.
bro, the last time we played multiplayer, it was you, me,
Sterling.
Will. No, it was you, me, Will, and Little Nick.
Little Nick.
Well, we got so many fucking Nicks, and ironically, they all drove Mustangs at one point.
Brother, I'm Boother. Yeah,
Yeah,
Anyway,
you are.
I'm Boother.
so we it was us. I don't. As a matter of fact, I don't think you were playing. I think it was just me, Nick, and Will. But anyway, we sat there. Nick went positive, and Nick is trash.
Not me.
Not you.
Not you. The other
And
Nick.
he plays just to hang out with us, pretty much. But
I'm with it.
he went positive because since we play Warzone so much, it's a different pace. So the minute you jump back into multiplayer, it's like game changer.
Dude,
So
for real.
I had
Instant sweat.
I had what was it? I had 23 kills and 3 deaths. First game, right off the rip.
Because Warzone is like Warzone has 140 fucking people, 150 people.
She's talking so much shit right now.
Oh, dude, let her talk shit.
She's like
Tell her type in the chat.
She's like people who play Warzone don't last in Apex or Cold War lobbies.
No, I don't play Cold War because it's trash, and Apex. I like Overwatch more than Apex. So if we were to talk about favorite game as a child growing up, Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brother.
Spyro.
Spyro was very good as well.
Jack and Daxter.
Jack and Daxter.
Ratchet and Clank.
I'm Ratchet and Clank all day.
Sly Cooper.
Honestly, if I have to say, there's a snowboarding game for the PS1.
DMX.
No. There's a
snowboard.
It's Cool Board or Cool Boarding or some shit. It's a PlayStation 1 game.
Was that the one where you hooked up the snowboard to the thing?
No.
Oh.
You literally, it was literally like snowboarding.
Yeah, it's like the X Games for snowboarding. Dude, that by far, that and Spyro. When you
Spyro.
Spyro as the purple dragon.
Hold on.
Mario Bros. Trippy Zom, I totally agree. Super Mario Bros. Was fire as fuck.
Oh, that's her.
But that was Atari, right?
What?
Yeah, Super Mario Bros.
Hold on.
Nintendo. That was a Nintendo Cube and shit like that.
Nintendo Cube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know? You don't remember the cube?
No, we have one. We have a cube in the spare bedroom.
Anyway, hold on. So Dad used to play Cool Board or whatever the fuck, and he used to fuck up, and he would call because he would always pick the same character, Sasha, and he would call her stupid cow. Yo, did you do like the half pipe, like the run where it's like pretty much a half pipe all the way down, and he'd go and fall, and he'd be like, "Oh, you stupid cow," and it was just the funniest thing, bro.
No,
Like,
Tekken was my shit.
you used to get wrecked in Tekken.
By who?
Me.
I have Tekken 5. Bro, I will
Brother.
turn on this PlayStation right now and light your ass up in some Tekken.
All right, I'll light your ass up right now. Come on now.
Yeah, Super Nintendo.
No, I honestly I would have to go with like for PlayStation 2. It was always like Ratchet and Clank or Jack and Daxter. I would beat those games and then go back and play them again. And Jack and Daxter, I
thought
think
you were
it
gonna
was.
say something else. He said I beat those. I'm like, what you beat, dog? What you beat?
Chicken.
Eddie, what's your favorite
I'll probably go with Tekken.
I got you. I'm gonna bring back a memory.
Grand Tournament was pretty lit. I remember playing.
I'm surprised no one said
007.
GTA.
No, I'm not a fan of GTA.
I wasn't.
Oh my god.
You get the Eleanor and then the golden gun.
Oh my god.
Brother.
GoldenEye was the shit, bro.
Hold
No,
on.
but
So
the golden pistol.
we used to,
Oh my
so
god.
This is how we pretty much started doing like first person shooters. We used to start playing 007. I can't remember which one it was, but we started playing and we would always play with my uncle, and we would all like we would try not to screen cheat as hard as it was, but there was like
when you played split screen,
it was so difficult.
It's easy to see where the fuck your opponent's at.
But that's what started. So that like when Call of Duty allowed us to do like private matches and stuff like that, and when I started playing Call of Duty again, we started doing like private matches, and it would just be 1v1 me versus Eddie Nelson.
Yeah.
So from there, we would start running and gunning, and then it got into like the other Nick, Kendall's brother, up in New York, and
Oh.
then Sean started playing and all this other stuff. So then that's when we started like actually playing games, and it got to the point where it was me, my brother, Coons, Joey.
Oh my God.
We had like I miss these fucking
God.
days.
Dude, it's so like.
But like we started doing that, and then we
love
progressed.
reminiscing.
We progressed into Warzone, and we started off like doing plunder, and then we tried Warzone, and we like last place.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember
Fuck,
my
you
I
did
remember
that
my
once?
I remember my first time getting second place. I was so excited.
Oh,
I was
okay.
amped.
Oh yeah.
Just said that if you talk about successful game series, Halo and Resident Evil.
Halo's about to drop a BR,
Yeah.
which I
Resident
mean
Evil.
they're dragging their ass
Halo,
on it,
Halo had something similar to that.
but they're about to drop a new BR.
Yeah,
Resident
because
Evil's
when I
always been
was
good though.
when
But
I
what are
was
y'all's thoughts on that? I feel like they're
I've
too
never played-
behind the curve.
I never played Halo. I wasn't a fan of Halo.
I'm just talking about in the
I-
sense of that they're about to drop a BR.
If
well,
they
they
did
always had something like VR.
like PUBG and Warzone.
Yes. And Apex.
I mean,
And
but see, that's the
fucking
thing.
Game Night. I mean,
and
Fortnite.
Fortnite, yeah.
Halo always had something similar to VR because when I was living with Nick, not you, but little Nick,
Yeah.
for the 2 weeks that I was there in between, we would stay up and play Halo online, and it was pretty much VR. Like, I mean, it was that before Warzone came out. Yeah, before Warzone came out. So they always had something, but I feel like the movements in Halo are too slow for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole thing is just too slow for me. Now, not saying
I mean, I agree. After playing Call of Duty and being able to like slide cancel and just
My thing is, I don't like the whole. I'm not a fan of the futuristic shit with the grapple hooks and the fucking jetpacks. Like
I don't know.
when Black Ops 3 had the jetpacks, and you can walk on walls. That shit was
Yeah.
ass, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. Overwatch, so like Overwatch has that. So
I never played Overwatch.
dude, Overwatch is amazing.
I
love
just started playing.
And they're coming out with another one.
I just started playing Destiny 2.
Oh, okay.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Not a fan of the.
Not my preferred game.
I'm not a fan of the jetpack shit or any of that. I'm not a fan of it at all. As another first person shooter game, FPS, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different from COD for sure, but it's not bad.
I'm excited for the new Overwatch to come out. Just because I like Overwatch because it kind of sets everybody in their own playing field. Like,
Yeah.
like if you're Widowmaker, you're Widowmaker, and if there's another Widowmaker, they can do the same exact damage. It's not that they have all these different attachments, so their sniper does more damage than your sniper. You know what I mean? And I don't know. That's kind of my take on it. I like that they make everybody equal, and it really just comes down to team play and skill play.
Yeah.
So
I see that. I'm a fan of that.
yeah.
But then when you have good communication, it goes a long way.
Oh, that's any game though. Yeah.
Because we have some shitty communication between our games
yeah,
sometimes.
let's stick together, guys. Goes off 3 buildings away. Hey, I got guys in my building. Well, that sucks. I'm over here. Why'd you land over here? Because this is where we said we were gonna go. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Well, I'm down.
We need to get better at that when we play together.
Hey,
Our communication is
yeah.
Yo, right here, where? I don't know. I can't think of
Yeah, I hate that shit. You cannot fucking ping as well as you used to.
Oh yeah.
Every time
It's easier on the
Activision
it's easier on the
shut
keyboard.
the fuck up. Every time Activision updates something, they fuck something up. And I swear to
All
God,
the time.
I'm the asshole that has to find everything they fuck up.
So you just start emailing Activision and tell them what
No,
you found.
if I start emailing Activision, it's gonna go from hey, you need to fix this to hey,
Go
I'm
fuck
about
yourself.
to show up to California and park my boot up your ass.
Yeah, no, they definitely fuck a lot of things up. I remember this like couple of days ago when they did it, when they did it Caldera, that nobody with an Xbox could play for like 2 weeks.
Dude. Yeah.
I was affected by that shit, dude. I didn't play video games for. Well, I didn't play
You
that.
haven't-
I was
you haven't
playing
played-
Rocket League.
You haven't played in a while.
Yeah, I've just been traveling a lot, you know, going to Virginia, just kind of, and then when I get back from Virginia, I just had things I want to take care of, hang out with my friends,
Yeah. I feel that.
you know.
I go through. We all go through phases where we just don't turn on that shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I'm
get
gonna be
on.
playing a lot more though.
Most of the time, I just get on the bullshit and have fun.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I don't play like I'm not trying to be a pro player. I'm never gonna be a fucking a COL champion or anything. Like that's not me at all.
Hell no.
Like
No, if you, I mean, shit. You look at my streams. I am clearly not doing this to be good.
like this podcast, for example, I'm not doing it to be fucking famous or get money out of it. I'm doing it because chilling with the boys,
That's right.
bullshitting,
Drink
talking
some
shit.
beers.
Because this is the normal conversation we'd have if we didn't have mics in front of us.
Damn right. Damn right.
Like,
Ocean.
We're gonna change this up.
wait, I
Has
want to talk
anybody
about
seen?
something else.
Has anybody seen the new Army's new adopted weapon system?
Dude, I saw that. There's a rant and raving about it because how heavy it's gonna be.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody's complaining
I'm on Instagram right
100% about that SIG.
I'm on
They're like,
Instagram right now.
So the Army just adapted a new AR platform for
It's not
themselves.
an AR platform. It's basically going to replace the. Right now, I guess it's replacing like their M4s, and there's another variant that's going to be replacing like the M249. But anyway, correct me if I'm wrong, but anyway, so SIG has the MCX Spear, and it's supposed to be a short stroke piston gun, and they're talking about how heavy it's going to be. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. My 13.7 that I built is hefty.
Yeah, she was.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. She's a
running.
fucking hefty.
I was running and I didn't have full kit on or anything, and I'm fat and I can't run, but that gun is
hefty.
she
So,
she had
I built that gun.
Yeah.
It was built.
she thick with 5 C's.
Yeah. I built that gun. But I'm looking at this here, and it's like this thing. I really do, because HK's like, we're not gonna bring the MP7 to the civilian market. Sorry, and then give us some like bullshit wannabe like UMP40, and then here's LWRC like, hey, here's an SMG for you guys. But anyway, I digress. So they're coming out with the Spear, and SIG released it into the civilian market for like $9,000. I swear to God, I swear.
Is it automatic?
No, it's not.
Semi-automatic.
It's a semi-automatic, but it's in like fuck, I can't remember. It's like
why is it so expensive?
It's like 247 Fury. It's like a 6.8 by 54 cartridge, and bro, like the ballistics on it's supposed to be fantastic.
Oh, I can imagine.
But the gun is just absolutely gorgeous, and it's supposed to be so god blessed heavy. Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now on SIG's website.
Dude, that's why I love my AR9. It's not heavy at all. That thing is a fucking dream.
You need to come to the range with us to shoot it.
Hefty.
Brother, that thing is a mile long.
Bro, it's a 16 inch. It's
fucking
a 16.
bus.
I think it's a six. No, the first one is the one that's replacing the 249. The one in the back is going to be replacing the M4.
Mm.
But it's a dude. I've watched people shoot these things. Like Leah Michalak, she got the opportunity to shoot one because she's sponsored by SIG.
Yeah.
So she got the opportunity to shoot one, and I was just like, oh, I would do some sketchy shit for it, hands down.
Yeah.
Here, let me see if I can pull that video up. Like, yeah, find it.
Yeah, I definitely need to play other games though. That's for sure. I need to get into more.
I got into Rocket League a little bit.
Alex Lena, or
I need to get into playing other games other than Call of Duty.
Oh, dude, 100%. I'm just stuck on it.
Same. Like,
that's the only.
but I also don't want to buy anything on Xbox right now until I build.
Oh, dude, me either.
Until I build my PC.
Jesus. I'm looking at a lady right now. She is leaning so far forward.
Yeah, she's also 110 pounds soaking wet.
But if she wasn't shooting this gun, she would look like Michael Jackson trying to do that lean thing.
Yeah, I don't want to buy any other games until I start. Until I build my PC.
Yeah, once you go Steam, you know what I mean. Then you just buy everything there.
I mean, I have all that shit downloaded on my laptop.
But
since my laptop is a
Mac.
And
oh yeah.
There's not many good games supported with the Mac software. Like I have Epic Games and GOG and all of that downloaded on here. I just can't play anything.
Yeah.
Well, no, they're not. No, not at all.
They're just so uncompatible.
They're great for editing and videos and movies and
amazing
everything. But for gaming, Straight ass.
I hate like their like I feel like a PC like a regular like HP PC is so much more versatile as far as like compatibility with
That's what I have
things.
for work. Well, I have a
But like a
Lenovo,
MacBook,
but regardless.
like even like fucking Microsoft is like, nope, you have to go to notes and type in your notes. Like it's just it's stupid.
So it's funny
I mean, I
because
have a Mac. I literally have everything Apple in my house.
Same. I mean,
But
the only thing that's
I'm an
not
Apple
Apple is
product.
my TV shit. All my stuff is
I'm an Apple
Fire
product.
Stick.
I got a Samsung TV, and I was gonna get a Samsung laptop.
yeah,
So Karina's got a Samsung laptop that she
I
got
mean,
for school.
if Apple
And
came out with like
I
a
have a TV.
legit smart TV, I'd probably buy one.
So
they
like,
do.
No, they have the
the
box.
little Apple
I'm
TV
talking about
box.
like my TV right here in the
Like-
office.
They have
No, they don't.
dude,
Look at
their-
her.
brother.
Come
Yeah,
on.
brother. Their computer screens are like as big as my fucking TV.
That's a computer screen.
I know.
But no, so
It's just
Karina's computer actually has the same QLED technology that's in my 75-inch TV.
that's insane.
Yeah, so I was trying to go for that when I had to get a work laptop, but of course they were out of stock. So I got the Lenovo because it has the same, literally it's the same exact internals and everything. I don't know jack shit about computers, so please forgive me.
No, they
But
don't.
No,
All right, Eddie Nelson has confirmed
the
they do
Apple
not.
TV is literally just a
Just the
small
box.
box.
Oh, well, I know that because I
hooks
have
up.
3 of them.
Yeah, no, they don't have an actual like
TV.
smart TV.
Yeah.
If Apple did, best believe I would own them all because the compatibility of it all. It's like my watch, my phone, my laptop, my AirPods. Like it's all
Well, just get
Apple.
that, brother. That's I have 3 of those.
Yeah,
in
but
my
the
house.
price of that compared to a Fire Stick, I'd
What
rather
the
buy a
fuck are
Fire
you
Stick.
talking? Dude, it's $170.
A Fire Stick is $30.
Okay, okay, yeah.
I actually I got 4 of them for free the other day
Okay.
because Amazon
Well,
been
get
fucked up.
this. So get this, man. With
Fuck
the
you,
Apple,
Jeff Bezos.
with the Apple TV, everything in your house is linked. Okay, everything in my house is linked. My laptop, my phone, my Apple Watch,
Yeah.
my TV, all
Same.
of it. My computer.
You can text me right now. I'll pull it up on my laptop.
Yeah, I know that. But with the Apple TV, dude, like
No.
your phone can be your remote. Like if you leave your remote across the room,
My Fire Stick does the same thing, homie.
And
I can
do
pull
what?
up my Fire Stick.
yeah.
If I lose the remote, I have that Fire Stick app. I can literally control my Fire Stick on my phone.
I can do that on my Samsung TV with my iPhone.
All right, well, fuck you guys. I'm just an Apple fanatic.
You're just a cool.
So
I'm an Apple fanboy.
listen, I like Apple. So
I'm also
I
a
compare-
Tesla fanboy.
I compare,
Same.
I just hit it.
I just said Christopher. I just said Christopher like 2 days ago. I
3 or 4 Teslas.
3 or 4 Teslas
Brother,
in
I
my
want
price
a
range.
Tesla truck.
So
No.
Yeah.
No,
going
no,
back to the whole
no.
like Apple thing.
Dude.
So I compare Apple and Android to an SCI and an Evo. The reason being, hold on, hear me out. So SCI's, you got a nice cluster. You had the fucking little like intelligent sport sharp. You can choose how much you wanted your gift to
STI is
thing.
Apple. Yeah, we got
Whatever.
it.
No,
Yeah,
SCI.
we're superior.
No, SCI was Android because Android gives you so many different options. Like they're like, hey,
Shitty options.
you want developer software on your fucking phone and you don't know how to use it. Well, we're gonna give it to you anyway.
Exactly. What the
And
fuck
then-
is the point of that?
And then here's Apple, like an Evo, where it's like, hey, you want something that works and actually works well, and you don't have to, put $30,000 into it. Sure, here you go. Here's a screen. Here's how to text. It's super easy. It's literally retard proof.
That is true. Apple is the #1 rated user-friendly phone
Yeah,
of like
you can
2020.
give it to a 90-year-old and they know how to use it.
Yeah.
You give them an Android, they're like, I don't know
Because
what this is.
our grandma is
Android has like fucking widgets and shit.
fucking
I
love
mean,
it.
so does Apple now.
We just got widgets.
Well, yeah, Apple just got widgets, but like they're
just
not
put
as
Apple behind.
complex.
Yeah, that's the point.
Android's been ahead of the game with that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
but they're
Apple's never-
stupid complex. Like their widgets are way over.
I find pros and cons about both. I mean, honestly.
Obviously, but still, Apple's never
I've
been
had
one to
both.
me. Because I had to. I mean, shit. When I was in
My Galaxy
when I was
was
when I was in a freshman in high school
I had
in
a Galaxy
2009, my first phone, my not my first phone, but my phone at the time was an Android. I had whatever the fuck it was, the HTC that had the finger scanner on the back that had your actual fingerprint.
Yeah.
No, my Thunderbolt was the shit.
And then I had swipe to text and all this other stuff. Like Apple's way behind the curve when it comes to that. But Apple, and I know I'm gonna catch a lot of heat for this, but
Yeah.
Apple does it better in my opinion because they dumb it down for
It's
people
cleaner,
like
too.
Yeah, they
me.
make it for stupid people.
Yeah,
Bro,
like they
brother,
dumb it down
I
for
wouldn't
people
say
like me.
that. I don't think it makes it simple. I just think sometimes less is more. Like with cars, OEM plus, brother. You lower that bitch, put
Oh,
it on
yeah.
some nice wheels.
OEM Plus is my favorite.
That's, I mean, truly, honestly, and that's I'm the same way.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna have this last point here, and then we're gonna wrap some things up here. What was your first cell phone? Doesn't matter whether it was on mom and dad's plan or your own. It doesn't matter. First cell phone.
I don't remember that it was on T-Mobile.
Yep.
I don't
Grand-
remember.
Dude,
my,
same. Mine was
my,
T-Mobile.
my grandparents bought it for us.
It was,
No,
fucking
mine wasn't
bullshit.
T-Mobile.
This bullshit ass flip phone.
no, it wasn't.
Black.
It wasn't a flip phone.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Brother, you remember Virgin Mobile?
No,
Yes.
it wasn't the
That
flip
was
phone
my
because
first phone plan.
That was when we moved over to No, it was a Motorola, the one you're talking about.
it
The
was
Razor?
T-Mobile. No.
No,
It was
it
way
wasn't.
before the Razor.
Yeah,
No,
dog.
way
dude, this
before
this
the
phone didn't even have the phone he's talking about didn't even have a screen on the front.
Oh
No,
my god.
it was before that because it wasn't a flip phone, but it had Snake on it. I can't remember what
Yes,
phone
yes,
it was.
yes, yes,
But
yes.
it was
Oh my
a
God.
slimmer, weaker version of the old school Nokia.
Brother, that was my first phone was a Nokia.
Yo,
So-
the Nokia was the shit, bro.
Dude.
It would give you battery life.
This
for
motherfucker
They're
lost
so
his phone. He used to
indestructible.
lose his phone religiously. So when I
Besides,
upgraded,
besides the fact that your dad broke my phone when I got grounded every time
yeah,
too.
it's also because you were an idiot. But dude, like fast forward, fuck my first phone. How about your first Nextel?
Yeah, Destiny straight up just said boost shirt phone she got from her aunt.
Dude.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yo,
Boost
See,
Mobile.
Yo,
we
Nextel.
used
My
to-
mom used to get so mad because she was a realtor and would call her when we get home. She would answer. Yo, dead ass. I would be like, yo, where you at? And she would get so mad because she knew with clients and shit.
I used to
Oh my
do that.
God.
I used to give you the courtesy beep. So
Oh
I
my
would
God.
if I was trying to get a hold of you, I'd give you the courtesy beep because like I don't know if you're in the bathroom, so I would literally take my phone, find your contact, and I loved how you can use the volume button to find your contact, and then just press the button, and I just press the button
That
to
was
send
that
you a
like
beep.
indestructible flip
The
Well, they
black
had
and yellow
one,
one.
the black and yellow one.
But
Or vibrate.
we,
Yeah,
I had
Yeah,
my
it
first.
was an Nextel.
But it was a what was that?
It was a Motorola. It was a
Motorola,
Yeah,
yeah.
But see, my first Nextel was like the i830, I believe.
Oh my god.
Bro,
Dude,
I'm telling you right now, like we had a phone plan, but my parents were dirty as hell because they would take our upgrades for themselves, and then they would give us their hand me downs. So like
that's how it always is.
so they
Trust
would
me.
get 2 upgrades a year, and then we'd get 2 upgrades to hand me downs. But dude,
And they would treat their
30.
phones like gold.
When you have kids, you're gonna be doing the same thing.
Oh,
Fuck
you,
yeah,
you
bro.
best believe my kid. Like I swear, I really wish
Question.
they could go back.
Question. Do you remember? Because we all grew up in. You're like late '90s.
Yeah, I'm a 96 baby.
Yeah, Christopher's '94. I'm '92. I remember when texting.
What the
first.
fuck, Eddie? You're that old?
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna be 30 in June, dog.
Oh my god, Eddie! I didn't know you're that old.
So I remember when texting used to cost like 10 to 15 cents a minute
Brother.
per text.
Per text.
Dude, I
And it
know.
was T9. And I remember in my Sprint phone when texting first came about, and my mom beat my ass because I ran that phone bill up because I was
Dude.
texting people. I used to get phone calls from my homie and be like, "Yo, let me call you back after 9 o'clock." That's when I got the free.
Bro, you remember talking to your puppy love crushes like
Oh my
after 9 o'clock? You'd be
God.
sitting there walking up, like you'd be walking upside down on the ceiling, laying on the fridge, like hanging from the ceiling fan, like
Dog.
after 9 o'clock, like.
Yeah, when
So
you're
what-
supposed to be
so
in bed.
What would you do? What would you do if I accidentally kissed you?
Oh my
Yeah, you
god.
remember?
Damn, she said she's 31.
Yeah.
Old ass.
Destiny went to FPC with us.
Even worse.
She was best friends with Carissa.
Dude.
You know who Destiny is. If I showed you a picture,
I
then you know.
Okay.
I remember being in the truck with my dad, and I would get a text message, and I'd be so nervous because like it costs money, and my dad would be like, "Who's texting you? Who you texting?" And I'm like nobody. I'm not texting anybody.
Bro, I don't want to talk about that.
Oh God.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I miss those days. We didn't get AT&T or we had Sprint and Nextel the whole time
And
because when T-Mobile came out with the Sidekick and all my homies had Sidekicks, dude, I was so jealous. I wanted a Sidekick in the worst
Dude, they were
fucking
sick.
way. Dude, the Sidekicks were the shit.
I started out in Telos. I actually still have my Intelo's phone number.
I don't remember any of my
Intelos was
numbers.
bought out by Verizon.
I got one. How about Metro piece
When
of shit?
you remember
Dude.
when Singular was around? Because
Singular, yeah.
AT&T done bought them out.
Yeah.
Hey, how about Metro piece of shit?
Dude,
when it
I
was
had that.
when it was its own standing company,
Yup.
not a part of T-Mobile.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy how far like
Technology has
come in our lifestyle, our life.
I remember when internet used to be on dial-up, and
Yeah, I remember that.
we had one computer in the entire house.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I would play like Cartoon Network games, and Mom would be like, "Get off the phone! It's supposed to be an NFL call," and then you literally have to just exit out of the internet because you couldn't be on the phone.
Or the best part is this one. You were playing and your mom accidentally picks up the phone, and you completely like dead.
Oh yeah.
Dead
You're
to
dead in the
internet.
water.
Oh yeah. Internet cuts out.
Yeah. Or they give you that time limit. Mom, give me 30 more minutes. I'm trying to beat this level.
Right.
5 more minutes.
Yo, what was that? Mini clips that website you'd get on to play all the games. There used to be this
Oh
presidential
yeah,
shootout
yeah, yeah.
presidential
Oh
shootout
my
games.
God,
Dude,
yes.
that's crazy
oh
old.
my God.
Wow.
I can't believe you just brought back memories that I forgot I even had.
Dude, I love reminiscing.
Yo,
with
hold
shit
up.
like
I'm
this.
gonna see if I can.
I miss honestly, not for nothing. I love the technology we have now, but I miss not having it.
Yeah.
I miss not
I
having
wouldn't mind
it.
being
Bro,
looking
because you were George Bush and you'd have to
Straight up.
defend the damn White House.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is
brother.
when George W. Bush Jr. was
and
the
then
president.
he'd be talking like some weak ass shit like I'm George W. and then just start shooting.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Well,
Yeah, that was good shit. I mean, I miss my childhood because we used to be outside all the time. Like we weren't allowed to play on the computer or the PlayStation
I owned
until
one
the
pair
weekends.
of shoes, and it was my school shoes.
Same.
Other than that, I was
Mom-
outside barefoot.
Mom, at the beginning of the school year, we get one fresh pair of shoes, and we still had the old ones from the last year.
Yep.
Yep.
And you had to use those for outside and use the
Yup.
good ones to go.
And
So mom and
yup.
dad would buy us fucking Air Force Ones
every year.
every year.
False one.
Air
Either
Force Ones.
and you have your choice. You either get them in white or black. You only get
Yep.
one pair
Yep.
for the whole year.
Bro,
Wow.
and then it's funny when I moved down here, I got like Eddie Nelson kept getting Air Force Ones, and I was like, I'm gonna be smart about this. I'm gonna get a pair of Etnies and then something else.
Yeah,
so I had some
dude.
DBSs.
I had some big ass Etnies.
Fat tongue.
I had some big, bro.
I had the
missed
Skater
those
Boy
shoes.
Etnies, bro.
I'll tell you right now, them shoes were
I used to shit
Where's
on
Avril Lavigne when we need her?
dude. I used to shit on Vans so much. Like, oh, I'm not gonna wear that gay ass shit.
My man's got like 12 pairs. In his
Yo,
fucking
dead
closet.
ass. That's what I wear. My foot is flat. I wear
Dude.
nothing but Vans. Facts.
Oh my god, we're not gonna go into that.
Yes, we are.
On that note,
Yeah.
everybody have a good night. We appreciate you guys joining us. You guys want to say anything?
Yeah, thank you guys for having me on the podcast.
Oh yeah, you're definitely a regular host.
Here's the season 2.
Yeah, season 2. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Well, we love you guys. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned next week. We'll have our 4th host with us, hopefully. Back from season 1.
Damn right.
But other than that, you guys have a good night. We love you. Thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and let us know what you think.